petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode with the Petty Party Crew, and we are back. Hey y'all, how y'all feeling today?
What's up, y'all?
Y'all, welcome to another season. We're back. We know y'all missed us. Thank you so much for holding it down, but we're back. We're all here and excited to start this new season, guys. So it's your girl Champagne Chris, aka Chris F. Baby. Please say the baby.
Hey guys, it is your girl Jory Aaliyah, aka Aaliyah Gabor, and I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Literally.
No facts. No facts. And it's your girl Michelle, Shelly Shell, aka Egypt of You Nasty.
Hey everyone, it's just Nick, and like Jory said, I'm so excited to be here, y'all. Like, it feels great to be back in the studio. New season, new us,
Same us.
maybe.
Nah, new me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, same.
You know, they say the best for last, y'all. It's your girl Amakalek coming out the set. What's good, everybody? Blah, 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 blah,
Oh
blah.
my God.
Did you miss me? Because I know I missed y'all. So what's good? What's up?
Hey, y'all.
What? So
How y'all been?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
How y'all been on your little
It's been a
vacation?
It's been a minute.
The people want to know where y'all been at.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been mad active, but like low key, staying low, but you know what the vibes is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I mean,
It's a lyric. You may have went over your head, but it's okay.
the thing is,
Okay.
Chris is really not lying because it really has been an active couple of months. And
No, it
honestly, I think
has.
that like we took a break at the right time, but we're also coming back at the right time because I feel like we're all back inside. We're all
Right.
back focused. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, life be lifing, and I
It
think
has.
that life has been lifing the most like these past like 3 to 4 months. It's
Okay, so
just
what that
been
means?
not-
So what y'all been up to the actual last couple of months? Like,
Honestly,
give us a good
okay, so for me,
Celebrating love,
like
honestly.
a reel in a
love
minute.
your
Literally.
life.
celebrating love, lots of like weddings, but another big accomplishment is I bought a house.
Period. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We love that.
That has been a huge transition for me. Like, not what I expected. A lot of things come with home ownership, so make sure you are well versed on it. And I definitely hope this season we can touch base on that because I know a lot of our listeners could use that gym.
For sure.
Anybody
trying to
else want to
think.
do like a reel?
Listen,
I have been out of town almost every weekend for I don't know how long, and I love that for me. Like, yeah, it's been a joy.
Nah, I've been
It's
hella
been a joy.
active. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've been outside.
I just been outside. Like,
Outside.
I've been outside. I've been outdoors. Like,
Yeah, I've been
It's so
enjoying
hard. We gonna think y'all a tree.
life's
It's like we're-
roller coasters.
it's like we're kids again.
Life
We
is
like being
honestly,
outside.
Yeah.
but you know what it really was?
Life in a good way.
What it really was the I think I took the pandemic way too seriously. So I did lose out on like a year and a half of just like cutting down. I thought I was just cutting down on like going out, but I really just cutting down on like hobbies, cutting down on just enjoyment, cutting down on just random link ups, all the other stuff. So for some reason, this year was like the year of catching up to all that. Like I didn't
Yeah.
miss shit. I really didn't miss nothing this year. Like
Nothing.
every invite, Michelle was there,
Yeah.
and that's crazy.
But you lived.
You live.
I
But you
lived.
lived, so-
and I hope
Invites
y'all
that's-
felt the support because I feel like I made everything.
Even invites that didn't seem possible, I made it. Like, I remember I went to the Beyonce concert, drove in for my friend's 30th birthday. Literally, I should have been in bed, but
the
honestly,
next day.
yeah, no, that day.
Even yesterday, I was really at the
Hey.
SZA concert last night in San Antonio, a whole other city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we're just,
But I
But
think
life's
like
been good.
more than anything, we needed that though. Like you see how we're all saying how busy we were. Like literally, we was trying to like plan just to kick it, and
Yeah.
all of our schedules were conflicting. Girls was busy, girls was outside. So we're excited that
Not
we're
even that. You
excited
just,
together.
sometimes you just need that mental plug. Like it's a necessity, honestly. In your jobs, whatever y'all like to do, make sure you give yourself time. If it be like 3 weeks, a month, 7 months, whatever you need to like really like unplug and really get your mind in order, so you can just be the best that you can possibly be. It's very
But
important.
it's crazy because it's like, yeah, we unplugged business wise, but I feel like my life
social
plugged
wise,
right back
was,
in.
was
and it,
plugged
I really
fully
did,
in.
yeah, I really didn't get a break, and
Yeah.
it's actually kind of crazy because this last couple of weeks have actually been like my mental break now. Like this is when I'm actually starting to like kind of chill, and it feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't lie, y'all been outside too. But it's cool because we back in the studio and y'all back indoors, so y'all can listen to us. So
You know what I realized though? I feel like around August, like I feel like our lives are kind of like, you know, kind of similar. Like
a
around
school
August
schedule?
it picks back. Yeah, but around August, September, that's when everybody like picks back up, and now we're like go time.
Yeah.
Like that's why for me September is always like a good month. I mean, shout out to the Virgos, but you know what I'm saying? Like September is always a good, like it's always a fruitful, like mentally happy, like, and it's not just me. It's like I feel like it's everybody around me. I noticed.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
What's
I
that?
wish
Summer
I could say my
ends?
September was so fruitful, but I mean, we'll
been
talk
the
about
October
it in
for me.
episodes to come. But yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the MOTO, mind of the other. It's been a minute. Bear with me. It's a little long, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. It's actually from a avid fan of ours who said, "Hey, ladies, let me start off by saying I just love your podcast. I listen to it every day on my way home from work. I went back and forward about writing in, but here it goes. Thank you for doing that. I've been dealing with this guy off and on for about 1.5 years. When we first started talking, things were really heavy. I was staying at his place all the time, spending the night, and even staying at his place while he wasn't home. We would work out together. We eat together. Let's just say things were moving very fast in the beginning. After the first few months, also known as the honeymoon stage, we started to slow down. I began RN school, so life changes started to happen on my end. Eventually, we fell off completely. We would contact one another for small talk, but nothing was really happening between us. During Christmas, we were kindled, and he gifted me with a beautiful gold anklet. Mind you, he had never actually bought me a gift. So in my mind, I'm thinking that
Y'all go together.
right,
Real bad.
literally. So in my mind, I'm thinking that we're going to hit it off again. But once again, to my dismay, we stopped being consistent with one another. But to be clear, we always kept in contact, but it would be just random checkups, nothing too seriously. Recently, he invited me out to eat and we had a great time. He told me that his mom had been really sick and he apologized for being in and out with me. I explained to him
It's always
that
a reason.
yeah. I explained to him that it was fine, as I feel like it's a two-way street, as my priorities have also shifted a lot as well. Now let's get to the good stuff. One night while I was at work, I decided to get on my phone and type his name in just randomly on Google search. Those intrusive thoughts.
I know.
Okay,
They
she
will
said,
get to you.
literally, I had never really snooped on him or anything of that sort, but this night something told me, do it, Snoop girl.
And you know what? She probably works overnight at work, so I feel her. Sometimes
Right.
once that hour hits,
That
you
was
have nothing to
God
do with
got
your
it, your
patience.
fingers.
It's time to
I
get to
said,
work.
you're not going to leave?
Now it's time to get to the real work.
Right. So she goes on to say, so I typed his first and last name in the search bar, and of course his social media pages come up and a few other things. To my surprise, a marriage court case popped up that stated he was recently divorced. I decided to keep digging, and it stated that he had been going through this divorce since 2021. So I went ahead and digged a little further because at this point I was in so deep. I typed in the woman's name that he was divorcing on Facebook, and I saw pictures of a new baby. She looked to be about 1, maybe 2. I was so sad and upset. I see why they say never be on your phone at work. Girl,
Because when you find out something, your whole day is ruined.
send me home because I'm unproductive the rest of the day. She said, I wanted to leave and cry, but instead I just stayed and made it through the shift heartbroken. Since this whole event, I have literally been dodging him, giving him small talk and refusing to hang out with him. He has asked me numerous times what is wrong, but I just say nothing and rush off the phone. We have plans to go to Vegas at the end of the month, but at this point, I'm just not even trying to deal with him. My question is, should I tell him what I found out? The only thing is I will have to tell him that I was searching him on the internet. I'm so confused. I feel like he is a liar. I don't know. Help me.
Okay, so y'all knew I was gonna be devil's advocate. This is gonna be me the entire season. I hope y'all know.
Speak your shit, girl.
Okay. So the bright side of things, he's divorced. Like, I really don't see the issue with it. Like, maybe he should have told you that he was going through a divorce, but if he knew that he was going to end it, then that's kind of a positive. Now, a new baby, it's like 1 to 2. It's not really that
Recent.
new. You know, I don't think a 2-year-old's really that recent of a child.
Listen, if you
How long have they been
Thank
talking?
you, Paulette. Anything under 5,
Yeah, new.
I'm just kidding.
It's not
But-
even about that. If I'm talking to
I'm
you
not.
or dating you for a period enough,
But she said that they weren't.
you didn't know he had a
consistent.
child. You didn't know he had
Yeah.
a child. That's
a
crazy.
lot.
What if the baby's not his? What if they got divorced because his wife cheated
No.
and got pregnant by
No.
another woman?
I mean,
So
these
to
are
answer you,
possible.
you need to tell him what you found, even if you're
Yeah.
sleeping at the end of the day.
See, I disagree. She don't need to tell him shit. She don't need to.
But she's
You know what? Actually, yeah. You know what?
Wait, she don't.
Okay. On some real, like, you're at a crossroad. if you're not gonna fuck with him anymore, why are you saying anything?
Yeah, you
Just
made a
let
good
it
point.
be.
You
Let
did.
go. Like, mind your business. It's okay.
But if you wanna
what do you
date
want?
him,
No, you don't.
Then I do think that but you know how you can bring it up? You can be like, you know, I feel like we've never really gotten super personal, like about our past relationships. Like, when was your most recent one?
If he wanted you to know that he was getting a divorce, he would have told
But I'm
you.
just saying, like, do you have any children? You can kind of find out this information and bring it up without actually telling on yourself. There's plenty of ways.
I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever been married before? If he says no, run.
Yeah, it's the thing.
It's that simple. Honestly.
I mean, at that point, he can't lie.
But my thing is, why even do that? Like, you know what you need. You know what you want to do. Follow that. Like,
But she doesn't know. She likes the guy.
I get it. You like him, but if this is really giving you a big pause, I don't really see like the benefit of bringing it up to him. Like, come on now, like.
But
I'm even sitting on some ammo that I know I can never bring up.
I'm sitting on some bad boys.
I'm even sitting on some shit. It's like I can never bring this up because how I even stumbled across this because you know
why?
But that's what
I bring up everything
that's
I
why
find.
I feel like if you're that
period.
concerned
It's
about
dumb.
it, just ask. Like I don't understand why we're so secretive
But I
about
wasn't
letting
concerned
people,
about it,
Well,
so I
not
didn't
you,
ask.
the girl. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just feel like why we're so secretive about letting people know we know stuff or like letting people know we're curious about something. Like
Because let a man,
Because sometimes it's like
let a man find out something about you.
ask.
I wish a man would tell me he
Yeah.
Googled me. Not
Yeah.
that's weird.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't say okay. Well, I said
know what I'm
if
saying?
he
Like,
had a
you stalking
question,
me?
ask.
Okay. I would say it's two doors right now. It's two doors you can open. The first door is the door home. Because I feel like before you even got to this part of the the MOTO, he was already a red flag. Y'all are inconsistent. He comes in and out. Every single time he comes back into your life, you think y'all about to start
There's
something
an
and you
excuse.
don't. So there's really not even like a road to a relationship, just being brutally honest. But couple that with the fact that he was divorced less than 2 years ago. He has a child, and these are two things he hasn't mentioned to you. So I feel like knowing that, the first door should tell you you should go.
Yeah.
The second door is the door that most women walk through, and that's because we have to be like, we have to get the information to our faces in order to really just like digest what's really going on, because we're not going to be able to walk away. Because if you walk away too much from now, you're going to have questions. Like, I should have did this, I should have done that. So I feel like that, if you want to go through that door, then you do have to have the conversation. It doesn't have to be like I Googled you. It could be simple conversations like, was
Were
you
you married
married
before?
Do you have a child? Just basic questions that
That's what
maybe
I'm
y'all
like,
never asked. 'Cause you could ask him that question. He could be like, yeah, actually I was.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes, you know,
How long did we talk?
I'm sitting on
It
both
seemed like
sides.
it seemed like for a while because they got to Christmas and then time
Like,
passed.
there's
Like a year
just
and a
certain
half.
like.
And you don't know he has a
There's
kid?
certain truths I don't want to hear come out of a man's mouth that I just know
that he's
is true.
divorced.
I don't want to. So, y'all, like sometimes it's just like, y'all, we're women, like we're built different. We're not men. Like we process our emotions totally different. Sometimes there are some truths you just don't need to hear come out someone's mouth. You know,
But
you know
I'm not
that's why
gonna
you're
lie,
asking.
Truth. That's a good
But you-
truth to
but-
me that you are divorced. Like
I don't care.
You
But you
know-
didn't tell
you know-
me that you were married and we were dealing with each other.
But what if, like I'm saying, like there's a lot that goes
Off
into
and on.
divorce, and if maybe it's because they weren't as serious. You know what I'm saying?
maybe they were
Like
separated.
She was staying with him.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, y'all. Okay, I'm
She was staying at his
I get
house,
it.
No,
but-
she's saying maybe her and that person he
okay.
was married to.
True, but like, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, oh, that's not what you were saying. See, what I'm saying is that he still didn't. I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
Because they could have been separated.
I've been in
They were
similar
sep- they were
and,
clearly separated.
I'm saying
Vocalized.
separation could take 5 years. Maybe
Yes.
it's before she just final.
And
But I know
But
that's
certain-
something you mentioned to
They
somebody.
vocalize
No, but you know in
that
certain
they're
states-
going through a divorce right now,
you know
so
in-
you don't get any bright ideas like marriage because I can't get married
But
to you.
you
be
know, in certain
surprised.
states, you have to be separated for
Fully
a
before
certain
you
amount of
can-
time before you can even file for divorce.
Cool.
Okay, so my question to y'all then: how would y'all feel if y'all were dating somebody and found out he had been married before
I've
and he
been
did
there
not disclose
and I stopped
it?
talking to him because that's weird.
It happens, right? So why lie to
But
me
if he was
about
married
it?
for papers,
No, so I think the
That's
kid
different.
situation
Make
is a
up
lot
a
more.
reason why y'all divorced, something, but just to lie to me that you
but
were
he
never
didn't
married.
lie,
No, but
y'all.
see,
No,
He didn't-
I'm asking
he didn't-
us a question.
No, but I'm saying,
like,
but I'm telling y'all, he didn't lie. He just
didn't-
omitted the truth.
half the truth
She's
is a whole
asking
lie.
a regular
Omitting-
question though.
yeah.
Like,
But
how
he-
would you respond to
But
that?
this is the thing. If you did not ask those type of questions, then technically he didn't lie. And
If you married,
Okay.
if you,
But-
some people get married for papers and they don't look at that as a real marriage, so they don't feel the need to be like, oh, I was married before, because it's like it wasn't real marriage to them.
True,
But my thing is also, again, I feel like the kid thing is more of a thing. Like, if that is his kid, which I assume it is, like,
Yeah.
why would he not mention the divorce thing? Okay, like, you know, because I get it. Like, had it been 5 years, you might not want to talk about it, right? Especially if it's a surface level relationship to you in your head. So, but the kid thing, not mentioning you have kids and it's been at least, I think that would raise more alarms for me.
that's
But
what
it
makes
might
me
not
think
his kid.
that's what I'm saying. That's what makes me think even more the baby's not his, because men are pretty quick.
Know how many
Y'all,
okay,
come on. Men have hid children.
Because they got married 2 years ago, and the baby is 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
They got divorced 2 years ago. So even the timeline don't really add up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if she got pregnant by somebody else?
Yeah.
Y'all, like, there's a lot that goes into it. So yes, here's how I'm gonna answer
Y'all,
this.
We saving
I
this man.
think-
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Y'all
Like,
are.
that's something like
That's
y'all
crazy.
act like wow.
I think that you're not saving him. I think
you
that
are.
I don't
where
think
I'm at in my delusional
this
era.
does not warrant a cut off without a conversation in my head.
I feel
It doesn't. Like, this is a thing where you bring it up to him and ask him the certain questions, and now if he
It
lies,
depends on how he reacts.
yeah, and then you can come back with the ammo, or if he lies and you're just like, I don't want to deal with him, then you leave it at that. You don't even have to expose yourself. But to me, the situation does not warrant a cutoff without conversation.
I think a conversation is warranted, because I feel like I know me. If I pull up something like that, it's
gonna
gonna.
ask
If I cut
questions.
you off, it's gonna eat me up. I'm gonna wish I would have asked. So at this point, let me ask. Let me see if you
Yeah.
lie, so I figure out how I want to move with
Exactly.
Yeah.
How he responds, it depends on everything.
you. Yeah, but if you say, "Oh no, I was never married," I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
"Wow, that's wild," because according to the internet,
Yeah.
you got divorced
I found
in
your marriage
2021.
certificate.
At that point, I will let you know I was snooping.
At that point,
But
you don't
yeah.
even deserve respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Let
That's
him
what
know
I'm
you
saying.
Google him, because he should be Googled.
Yeah.
That's why I don't feel like it's a big deal, because I'm gonna ask, and if you lie, then we have a problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, if
that's
you're
our
not
advice,
like, if
sis.
we're not like locked in, I'm not really wasting that conversation.
So what's the consensus?
Well, her feelings are involved. That's why she lied. I mean, she lied
'cause
enough.
Just
She
be
said he
prepared.
keeps asking,
Be
like,
prepared.
what's wrong?
Yeah,
So
like,
she,
if he's asking, okay, I mean, tell him, but I just be prepared for what he might say.
Don't let
Like,
him
don't have
gaslight you.
expectations of him not, like, expect as a man, he might lie to you. So don't allow the lie to blow you so bad. Because as a man, he might lie. He's going to probably lie to you. So just the blow needs to be lightened. And you heard it from my mouth. The blow will lighten a little bit. So
Screaming.
Yeah.
because girl, something you got to know. Like a man's gonna lie to my face. So
and if he does, you know how to move.
Yeah.
Like, just cut the man.
don't
off.
cry either.
Okay, here's my
Don't
question.
cry. Don't beg.
Don't cry. Don't beg.
Here's my question. Have y'all ever been in a situation where it really wasn't what it looked like?
Yes, all the time.
absolutely.
And
Okay.
No, I've never. I
And
wish.
it looked bad.
Yes,
but it just wasn't what it
and
looked like.
that's why I said
Yeah.
like ask him questions, because I've been in that situation. I'm just like, bro, this is literally not what it is, and you're
No.
trying
Always
to make
what
it
it
seem
looks
what
like?
it looks like.
What?
No,
you know how many
what I
cousins?
think is always true.
Yeah.
No, you know how many cousins I've thought were like girlfriends or wives, and then like I meet them, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is
Your sister.
actually
Y'all.
I've never drawn a conclusion that wasn't accurate.
Thank you.
Sorry.
This leads me to my petty
That part.
chronicle. Leads me straight to my petty chronicle. 'Cause- and y'all can tell me if I was petty. Actually, I wasn't petty, because like y'all said, I'm glad we made a consensus to ask. So one time, oh my gosh, this sounds so bad. This is gonna sound so bad. One time I just happened to scroll across a picture of somebody who I didn't even know like that, but backgrounds looked real familiar. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just screenshot this for
Evidence.
Keep it in so
You
bad.
have to do that because you need to zoom in and just
Yeah,
like.
I said, let me screenshot feature reference. It just looked familiar, but I didn't have time. It was really busy. I said, I'll have time right now. In 24 hours, I'm not gonna see it again. Let me just screenshot just to check. And I had it, and I wasn't gonna look at it, but then I said, let me just revisit it. And that background looked very, very. Y'all know when y'all see a background,
you know
it looks
what
familiar.
you know when you see like a couch artwork, you're like,
Yes,
that's
but you know what's
not
crazy?
a common piece.
I never brought it up until like a few weeks later. Not even, actually it wasn't even weeks. Probably like months. I want to say almost a year, because I wasn't even like dealing with this person.
And you held that in.
Yeah, because it wasn't really that important. Because again, I wasn't really dealing with this person, and I forgot I even had the picture. And one time, how iPhone be telling you like,
Be reminding you.
month
I
ago,
don't like
yeah.
iPhone needs to do trigger warnings
The
because like
memories.
some things I don't
so
need
I
to
looked
remember.
and I said, I said, oh, you know what? So I said, hold on. I said something like, do you know this person or da da da?
Feel you.
They were like, no. I was like, liar, because you're looking at this picture, you see your apartment, you're lying to me. Wow. Now I have to get into deeper. So then I was just like, this doesn't look like your apartment, da 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 da. And he was like, no, it doesn't. Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, look at this. And he was like, what are you talking about? And it was like a small detail that was like different. I was like, wow. So who in this Dallas has the same apartments? Like, you really need to hunt them down because they're stealing your life. But yeah, it was like, if I showed y'all be like, no, there's no way. Like, he did juju. Like, however that little thing appeared in there is different. So my question is, was I petty for
Absolutely.
screenshot holding on
Absolutely.
to? Okay.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I mean, no,
Absolutely.
like
Okay, here's the thing.
Holding on
Let's
to
just
it.
go. Let's.
Nothing wrong holding on
I'm
to
gonna go
some
down.
stuff.
I'm gonna go down my list of petty. Okay.
Not list.
Okay. So number one, you don't know the person. You screenshotted it. That's
But I do that
Okay.
all the time.
Right.
Like, y'all, I'm
and that makes me. And I
Come
think about that
on.
all the time. Like how many? Like where is my photo at? How many people's
Knowing.
phones is
Oh
my
gosh,
photo in?
especially when
I
people,
think
you
about
know that say, you know,
That-
you just view insights and you see how many people saved your picture.
It's scary.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't post these where
But
you can like
but the
screenshot to see
person
where it's
wasn't
at.
really in the. It wasn't like a picture of that person.
Okay, well.
You know how like someone takes
Yeah,
a video?
yeah,
and
it's like, what is
yeah,
this?
it was
Oh,
like
so
one
you
of those.
screenshotted a video.
It was a screenshot of a video.
Even worse.
I was really trying to catch the background.
Michelle,
Even
No,
worse.
Michelle,
Don't let them play.
Yeah,
you.
you're
Don't let
valid.
them play. You.
It's even worse.
Continue.
yeah,
No.
as women, we really need to stop the tear down.
Two, you're not even dealing with the person, and then you brought it up an
No,
entire year later.
I was dealing with that person. I was dealing with the person at the time.
Okay,
But then
but to bring it up a year later,
because the
I
person
sat on
was
something
trying
for
to
3
reconnect.
years.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. The person was trying to reconnect.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Opportunity finally presented
Info
itself
has
to address.
I'm done. I'm
Info
done trying
has-
to defend myself.
Info
Just let
has
her-
a return date process. Like I think at this point, like we're gonna have to start like receipts
No.
are gonna have to be real receipts. It's 30 days with receipt, 90 days without.
No,
okay?
no,
So
no.
like if you cannot bring this forward within a timely manner, cut your
No,
L.
because
I'm
like
not
no,
gonna
lie.
wait.
No,
Only
I
reason I
disagree.
say no because I actually sat on something for like 3 years because the way this girl brought this story to me, it was kind of like very like, and I was just like, oh my god, this is some he said she said, but it just sounds so like accurate. Like it sounds like tea, and so I was like, I just feel embarrassed like bringing it up because it's like I'm not solid then if I'm listening to outsiders. So whatever, and so finally like. It was like 3 years later, like a conversation had come up, and like it was literally the story that I heard from the girl. So I was like, "So did you do X, Y, and Z?" And this like, wait, what? I was like, "Yeah, did you? Who's this?"
true? Yeah.
I had names and everything. They're like, "Wait, you created this?" I'm like, "So it wasn't this?" They're like, "No." I'm like, oh, "Okay." When did so and so tell you that? I'm like, 3 years ago.
Nope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It
And
finally
that's where-
aligned. It finally aligned for me to address
No,
it.
I'm sorry.
You can't bring
I'm just
yourself on
like,
some he
Paulette,
said, she said.
It did align before. You just didn't want to bring it up, and it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I used to be scared. I used to be scared.
And that's exactly what
I
it
used to be
is.
very scared to bring up bullshit. Like,
Yeah, and it's okay. But
'Cause you
I
have to
feel
know who you're
like
dealing with.
because you come up to me, ask me something that happened 3 years ago, I'm gonna look at you funny. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
no,
like,
don't
bro,
look at me
no,
funny, but like, no, I finally got comfortable to talk about it. It didn't. We didn't argue.
I'm
It
gonna
was
stop,
just like,
I'm gonna
oh,
stop
the
talking
reason-
to you.
Yeah,
Huh?
I think I probably. I don't know if I would, but it is grounds for
give a
like.
fuck.
So y'all telling me y'all
Chopping
ain't
block.
never like peep something and
Thank
just
you,
addressed
and
it
held
later,
onto
especially if it's
it.
somebody who I'm talking to and I peep something like that, and we happen to come back around and we're communicating and we're joking, we're friends at this point in my eyes, and I'm gonna bring it up, be like, oh, so I remember like it's casual,
Because
like
y'all are
making
making at that point, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's casual. We're talking if y'all are like talking, and then like a year later, I'm not bringing it up. A
No,
year later,
But Crystal, like, it was just like it just.
no, okay.
You know when
this is
something
isolated
happens,
of your
you're like,
situation. Yeah,
No,
I get it.
okay,
Like-
okay. Let me re-explain. Say you're dealing with somebody, some shit happens, you're gonna bring it up in your head. You're like, oh, this is really petty to bring up, and then maybe a month later, you and that person ain't dealing with each other no more. A year comes by, and then you and that person start dealing with each other a year later.
Yeah, so
And
I feel
then
like
it's like, okay, you know what?
No, 'cause
actually, this is bothering me. Let me actually address this.
because I feel like
don't
once you
believe
have
that.
decided to deal with him again, everything goes out the
No,
window.
see, that I don't
That's
believe
not
that.
true.
Who said that?
And stop
That I don't believe
operating
it.
like
Wait,
that. No,
we don't come back and
everything
say things
I
on
can bring
clean
up.
slate.
Yeah,
No,
anything
you
can be
do.
brought up at any
No,
moment.
because-
No, why would y'all do that?
Just because we
Because why
reconnect,
not?
we automatically are fucking with each other.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
I feel like
yeah.
if we're reconnecting, we're hashing out everything from the
Yeah.
past. Because I really need to make sure. Because there's a reason I stopped fucking with you in the first place.
Like, we really
not
need
getting
to
a clean
turn over
slate.
every rock. Every rock has to be
Because sometimes they're not. There's a 30-day audit period, and they're not audit. I'm gonna end up deciding I don't really want to fuck with you. Actually, I can't. Yeah, too much
Yeah.
happened. Actually,
Well, my vote
No,
is
for me, to be honest with you, if I'm gonna bring something up a year later, it has to be like really, really freaking good. Like it has to really be worth it. And
it was good to me.
and then for him
was
to
good. It was
real to me.
and then for him to come through and like shoot down all of your thoughts and like you've had these thoughts for a year.
I mean, see, I didn't have the thoughts for the year. First time, it was just like a screenshot, and I forgot about the screenshot. I clearly wasn't mad about it because I'm
it's
impulsive.
good to have conversations. Like, at least you finally eventually brought it something up and had
And
a
I was
conversation
like, yo,
about
I was young as
now
fuck.
the idea's out of your mind.
in my
I used to
my
be dumb.
frontal lobe had not fully developed.
Stupid.
So let's throw it out there. Okay.
Stupid. Speaking of stupid over niggas, y'all Jada.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Halle.
Well, I think you're gonna say.
Actually, all of them are
sexy.
stupid over
Stupid over
niggas.
niggas is crazy.
Yes.
What's wrong with being
Yes.
stupid over
Jada?
niggas?
Jada's the stupid one?
Over Tupac.
I'm tired of what she like. Okay,
I don't-
my thing with Jada,
Okay, so
like
let's
I
just-
don't want to. Okay, y'all. As y'all know, Jada is coming out with the book, so she's been doing a little press tour.
Oh, is that
And in
what
her
this is?
latest interview, she revealed that her and Will Smith has been separated, I think, for 6 to 7 years now.
since 2016.
Whatever. And so I guess she was basically, trying to validate the whole entanglement with August Alsina. And also, she then threw shade, like talking about when Will went up to slap Chris Rock, she was very confused as to why he said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." It's like,
surprised. She said surprised.
whatever.
She said she was surprised.
Why?
She said she was surprised that Will referred to her as wife, for one. And then she said that she was also surprised that he did what he did because comedians make jokes.
But
And
you
so
looked very
she-
uncomfortable in the frame. They showed all over
But
the
was
news.
it uncomfortable for him enough to slap?
Crystal, that's his wife at the end of the day. And
That
Jada
wasn't
needs
his
to stop.
wife.
That is his
You're
wife.
separated.
wife.
That's still his wife. That is still his wife.
I mean,
y'all are separated.
Clearly, she doesn't consider herself that.
But I need her to get with the
Well, the
program
law
that is
says
your
that
husband
that's her husband.
and the father of your
Respectfully.
kids.
The thing is, I just want to know what Jada's level of self-awareness is.
She's a narcissist.
Because, I mean, even with that, is she not aware of how it's coming across? 'Cause
Nope.
I feel like a part of her thinks that if she distances herself from that situation, it almost accuses her from the blame and all other stuff. When it's just it's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. It's
Yeah.
almost worse because he did it for you. So
Yeah.
if you're not standing up for his decision to slap Chris, then it just
He had your back, and you just in this one moment you
And that
couldn't
woman,
have
and then
his.
she never does.
She never
She went
does.
on Red Table Talk and literally embarrassed her husband.
This the
yo,
same
she
lady-
doesn't care.
I don't think
She
I don't
doesn't
know. I don't
care.
think Will cares. I truly
You're
don't. I
lying.
feel like
Okay.
we've all
Will was
created the
sad.
narrative.
Yeah, he was
I feel
pissed.
like we've all created the narrative that Will is just the victim here, so to speak. And I don't think Will gives a fuck. Honestly, when Will came out with his book, I don't. I truly don't. Even he posted talking about notifications off. When he came out with his book,
He gives a fuck.
there was one section in his book where he said that first of all, his first wife, because he was married before Jada, that he didn't want a divorce. So he literally he avoided it for how many years just to kind of until she finally served him papers. And I think they were both miserable, but he was just I'm just not getting a divorce. So when he finally got to Jada, he said that he feels like he put Jada in a position to kind of not crush her dreams, but he kind of altered her life. And he knows that he did because he wanted a specific life that she did not. And so he was because he put her in that position, he almost feels in debt to her. And so now I just think that, again, these are things that a lot of things Will has already said in his book. And she's kind of just reaffirming them and also kind of but
Cool.
now everybody's mad at
It's not
Jada.
that. It's just-
I don't.
No one knew
I don't
that
know.
they
But
were separated.
Crystal, no one asked her to go
I
and
think
start doing that.
it's been public information that they've been
I don't
separated.
think
No, it's not.
I
The
think
world
it
was
is.
very
So it's
shocked by
public.
that.
So it's not
I
public
think it is.
information.
It's not
no,
shocking that
people
they're
have,
separated.
people have just been assuming that they have an
Rumors.
open relationship.
Yeah.
No one has assumed or known that they were separated. Now, if they had come out and saying that they were separated
That's
and
different.
they acted the way that they did, then no one would be shocked at anything that happened. You know what I'm saying? I think that it would definitely change the narrative and
think
how things are depicted.
Yeah.
But no one knew that information. And
And I
It's
think
ju-
that's why people are kind
because
of upset
but Will
by
and
it.
Jada
It's
know. That's what
No,
I'm saying. They know.
you're-
So
but
that's
you
what I'm saying.
know,
That's
Crystal,
why I think that they.
I am
don't
agreeing
really
with you, but I
care.
just feel like, but Jada, no one needs to know that about what y'all got going on. That's not our bit. That's not tea.
not everyone.
That's
not
not
everything
tea. That's,
has
that's
to
a
be.
marriage, and you have children.
Not
Like
everything has
you're
to be talked
embarrassing not
about.
only yourself, but you're embarrassing your kids and everybody else.
Okay, so let me ask you,
That's
what part of it
selfish.
was embarrassing?
Everything. I did not need. No one needed to know that y'all have been separated for X amount of years. No one needed to know.
How is that embarrassing?
I think the biggest thing for
Crystal,
me, the biggest thing for
you don't
me
think
with the
that-
embarrassing part was the lack of having your, not even the fact, it doesn't, despite the fact that y'all are separated, this is someone that you were married to since 1997, 1996, or, and you've known even prior to that. Like, you couldn't have his back in that one moment that actually changed a lot of his career. Like, and then to come, and then now you want to use this as a conversation started for your book, a conversation opener for your book. I just don't think that was proper. Like, if you want to sell copies, sell it without this narrative, sell it without having to put Will into the ground to sell it.
So let me ask, so did she say verbatim, like, okay, I was surprised, but I supported it. You know, but it was okay. Like
No.
She said she was surprised.
She said she was surprised, and she said that comedians make jokes about
It's
hair
like
all the
almost
time.
like she was like falling into the narrative they were
And then-
spewing
that they
anyway
painted
about
it.
it.
and
Yeah.
then to say that
It's like,
Chris
whose
Rock,
side are you on?
Chris Rock
Had
asked
to
her
take
on a date.
I was like,
Recently?
Yes.
girl, it's like Jada, like wow.
I do think it's a little disrespectful. Separate or whatever
little?
they have going on. I
That's
just feel like
disrespectful.
she's constantly she's literally done interviews before and said, Will doesn't satisfy me sexually. This woman does not care. So to me, it's kind of just like, I think it's inappropriate. Like, he got a lot of backlash for that, like a lot. And so it's like, yeah, y'all not together, but then that was your husband. Y'all still married. That's your husband. That's the father of your kids. So it's like to come out and be like, oh, I disagree. Like, you're the one person who could have made it kind of seem like, okay, he stood up for me. Like, cool, let's move past it. But now you're affirming everybody else's thoughts that he shouldn't have done it. And it's like,
this was like, I wonder if that part's in the book.
No, it's not even that. It's
I
like
don't
you
know.
just joined the other side against your own husband.
No, I get that part, but that's
and now there's no saving him now. Like, that's it. Like, that was your moment to kind of like rebuild his status a little bit, which I'm like, you said F it.
Yeah, because
It's my turn.
He's been for like 10 years.
Yeah.
You don't
is
need to come
crazy.
back.
But again, I wonder, I would hope that, like, you know, I don't know, a lot of the things, like, it's more audience driven, like the narrative that's being created versus like what's really going on. That's why I was like, I truly think it's, you know, they're okay. I feel like he's like, he knows his wife. They've been together since 96.
I mean, they're separated, so they're not okay. But
I just feel like I do think that like we need to bring back shame and just privacy.
Yeah.
Like, we do not need to know stuff. Like, respect yourself in your marriage. At the end of the day, y'all
Between Jada
separated,
and Gabrielle
but
Union?
y'all still married. You
stop
have
putting
kids
mics in front of them.
You know, like at the end of the day, like if you don't care enough for your children, like they gotta be out here and like talk about that. It's embarrassing.
I think the most embarrassing part is Jada coming out continuously to talk about how much Tupac just fuck with her.
Oh my! And
And his people to be like, he didn't fuck with her all. So now I'm just like, well, how come y'all
I
just
didn't hear
now
that.
saying this? Yeah, apparently it's like one of Tupac's close friends, which
see all these people coming out.
Yeah,
the
so I'm
y'all
just
need to
like-
stay gone. Actually,
I'm like, can
stay
we
gone.
do a quick background check on this man? Because where did you come from? Apparently came out and was like, they were not that close. Like, Tupac had a gang of girlfriends, and he wasn't
he
just
was fine
stuck
as
on
fuck,
Jada like
so.
he.
But
she claims to be.
but how is a
He was fine.
He was, but it's
was
like
fine.
I think she may have been like, you know,
how's a friend gonna determine
infatuated
that? You know what I
with
mean?
him.
Like at the end of the day, she knows what her and old dude had. Like, come on now,
But that's
Tupac.
crazy.
It must
all
have been
those
heavy.
years he proposed to
It must
her.
have been
What was
heavy.
That he did propose to her when he was in
He
jail.
said
Whatever. He
no.
wanted somebody to be like a ride or die or whatever.
And you didn't want to, but you talk about him every interview you get. So what did you
Honestly.
want? What did you want?
That's
actually?
her real love. Because
low
at the end of the
key
day, you
facts.
shitting on your husband every time talking about a dead man.
I wish
That's
I would
wild.
choose another man that talk like.
But
Tupac
can
so
we
has
talk
not rested.
about? Can we talk about men trapping women?
Look,
Listen,
I think
I can't
that-
really say they're trapping because like we as women can still take ownership of the situation. So you're not really getting trapped. You're trapping yourself.
No, I
willingly.
think that women. No, I think that women.
And
Are,
that's word to Cardi B.
no, I think that women are
Yeah.
are getting trapped because the thing
Pin
is,
on that.
chop shop.
not everyone. No, but not everyone is like the thing. It's a thing. Just because
Then don't have sex.
now you get
boring.
pregnant doesn't mean in your career, and everyone doesn't have to agree with
Having a baby.
option B, C,
But you
D,
can
and
get
whatever.
trapped then.
It is trapped.
Life is starting for you.
It is trapped because the thing is like men don't care. Men don't carry a child.
Polly, relax.
Trapped. Like,
But-
that's a bad narrative because it's like, are they getting trapped though?
Yes, absolutely.
Men do
Absolutely.
carry
Let's
many
let's talk about
things.
sexy.
As a celebrity, you could never trap
the
me.
thing is this is the thing. Sexy is on literally at like
Everywhere.
The peak of her career.
Not even the peak yet. She's on the come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
like-
she's here.
She is literally like she is being featured on every major artist album,
I think
song.
this is peak for her.
I don't think it's
Nicki
peak.
Minaj and Drake.
Oh yeah,
Peak.
but that's actually crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, why I say come up because I'm thinking like, okay, the year before she was singing her song in the audience.
Yeah.
Now the next year at BET Awards, she's up on stage performing. Like she's literally like doing everything that she said that she was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now this is the time that she comes out and makes an announcement that she's pregnant.
She'll be okay. Young
Yeah, she
Miami
will.
did it. Like
Yeah, I
She'll
mean,
be okay.
as soon as she dropped that baby,
Young
she
Miami did
outside.
do it.
Yeah.
So it's
A
okay.
lot of people did.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
gonna
that
drop
I
that
actually
baby
think
in
it's
the
gonna.
streets.
I think it's actually going to.
It fits her aesthetic.
It is like it's
Yeah.
her aesthetic. It's gonna fit
The
her.
ghetto baby mom.
Is she pregnant though?
Yeah.
She is. She's
Yeah.
very much so
Confirmed.
pregnant.
Confirmed.
But I also
But you know what?
too.
The reason, like, it's crazy because in her Funny Marco interview, I don't know if y'all seen some of the
I
clips
watched
or whatever. She literally said she was
She had
pregnant
two-
in
she said
that
she had two
interview.
baby
She said she had two
daddies.
baby daddies.
And he said, how
Funny
do you have
Marco
two
was
baby
like
daddies with one
two.
kid?
I thought she had 2 kids though when
No,
she said
she
that.
has
One.
one kid. She told the
He
other
even
guy,
asked
"You could be my
them.
third baby daddy after I'm done with my second baby daddy." And I'm like, wow, she literally told us and nobody caught it.
Yeah, I was so confused
Shout
with
out to
that
her.
too. I was like,
Yeah, I thought she was. I thought she already had 2 kids prior to.
and she
One
said it was
kid,
both in jail.
Girl.
Oh, no, I think it's the guy with the ankle monitor.
the one that's on house arrest.
Oh, so he
Guys,
just got out. She
yeah.
bailed him
Like
out.
even like the guy. See,
We don't know if she bailed him out. We're
like
not gonna say that.
sorry.
No, she said it
I-
on that interview. She said she thinks she wants to bail him out. And then like 2 weeks later, he was.
It's
It's
the
the guy with
dudes
the
are
ankle
allowing
monitor.
to
Her
trap
baby
y'all
ankle
then
monitor.
because that's a trap. See, monitor, that's a trap. Because what? Why? Where are y'all going? Like
She
where?
can afford it.
Okay.
It's kind of early.
Yeah.
How do we know?
Deals can
I
really
do.
cut
I don't
quickly.
know. There's
She's
something
making some
about like
money.
a woman in what I consider their peak, even if it's not a peak, a height of their career, choosing to slow things down and have it. And honestly, bringing life into the situation is always like it's always a beautiful thing. But I do feel like the timing of certain things just is very, very off with Halle Bailey. That's another one. Like
Is she like confirmed yet? Though?
she's not confirmed, but the pictures they
No.
dropped today,
She's pregnant.
she's
Allegedly.
And then she's no
Allegedly for
longer
Sexy Red too.
and she's no longer going to the awards, right?
I don't
Oscar,
know.
Disney,
No,
I don't know.
Disney, I guess, pulled her nomination.
So there is a rumor
Really?
that Disney
Yeah.
recanted. I guess you have to submit a nomination or submit yourself to be nominated. They're saying that I guess
Because
they
the pregnancy rumors.
Wow.
removed their submission.
That's actually fucked up though.
That's a rumor though, because the Oscars ain't
It
till
better
March.
be a rumor.
The Oscars ain't till March, so I really don't believe
better
that.
be a rumor.
That's
But it's
kinda
just
fucked up. Yeah. That.
like, can we really talk about this though? Like,
Yeah,
no,
I do feel like again, I do feel like
Guys.
guys see potential in women
Yes.
and they intentionally get them pregnant.
They
I
do,
mean, I
absolutely.
don't like how many times how many times has a nigga even told you like I'm gonna get you pregnant and believe that motherfucker because he will.
Yeah.
Like,
And, like,
you know what I mean? Like I just
can we talk about this though? Like,
yeah,
like y'all, we need Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, all these older people that chose to like get their career set in stone before introducing kids to the equation because like kids are a blessing, but they do change things. Your movements, what you can do, and all that.
And some
stuff.
people
At
don't
the
come
end of the
back
day,
from it.
They don't.
Cardi hasn't had another album since.
You get, girl.
Yeah,
Can we
we're
talk?
not gonna blame that on culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or waves, but like,
lot of things.
but Michelle, think about it though. Like,
You think it's the baby's the reason?
I
I,
don't-
think
I don't
fear
know.
is
It
the
adds-
reason.
it adds
I just
to
feel
it.
I think
like
fear is the reason.
Fear is
I
holding her
fear
back.
and that because it's like, what if it doesn't do good? I can't put food in my kids' mouths, like stuff like that.
She
But
always
And not even just that. Look at Rihanna. You think Rihanna's really about to give us the album after she just had
No,
2 children?
You know
She's
what?
not.
And we actually,
She's content.
I
We need
actually
to
had this
really
conversation
talk about this.
I think it was just they were in an era where they really did not think that you could be a career woman and a mom, and a lot of people still think that. I think this newer generation is doing both.
You
I'm
know
not
what's
gonna
crazy?
lie.
Somebody said Cardi started the trend where it's like you can have a baby, like and just drop your baby.
She
and
kind of did because we thought Cardi was out of
make it
here.
okay. Yeah,
We thought Cardi was out of here, bro.
Yeah.
And she did even
She dropped that
better.
baby.
She dropped.
Right.
She dropped the album "Pregnant," right?
yeah,
Like,
but it's like
Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Who else? Cardi B, Summer Walker.
Young Miami.
We thought it was over for
Young
summer.
Miami.
And she came back
Young
real
Miami
strong.
thought it was over for
Young Miami held down the group.
She did, a whole group.
Everybody
That's
thought it was over
crazy.
for them, and
Yeah,
she
so-
really came back strong. So that's why I'm like, I think people are like,
Light skin Keisha.
but
Is it
still,
light skin
guys,
Keisha?
like,
Oh,
but
let's not
still,
talk about
like,
Oh, Tokyo
Yeah,
Jets.
yeah.
Tokyo
Right.
Jets.
No, Tokyo Jets is not a rapper anymore.
Yeah, she's
not.
Yeah, like she's a
Girl.
full
I don't know, like-
housewife.
I don't know. I just feel like I really hate that this is like a narrative thing. Like I get it, but in actuality, y'all like. I don't know. Kids are beautiful. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't
think men
understand
are
introducing them so
trapping.
soon.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
why?
definitely think men are
Yeah.
trapping.
Yeah,
But
they
again,
are.
in their
Absolutely.
situation,
Very
obviously, it's a little different because they're already reached, an amount of money that they're going to be set for life if they play their cards right for good. But I do feel like for the average Joe, you should definitely stabilize your career prior to bringing
like, get
kids
your
into the situation.
footing.
Like, why are you?
Tie in what she said. I just don't understand. If you don't have the means, please don't.
I mean,
you don't
that's
have
what I'm
to bring
saying.
them
Like,
in.
because it's not funny. Like,
do
let's
it.
talk about
it's
inflation.
Really not.
Like, it's actually
these kids
not.
are suffering. Kids are reading at 4th grade level in 7th grade. Like, their parents are failing them.
Then let Sexy Red have a baby. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm talking about average Joe. I'm not
I think
talking
that's
about
the problem. I think it's like you have people who are like have risen to stardom fairly quickly and have the means to afford these children. If they get pregnant, they're keeping that baby.
Yeah.
Great.
They're keeping a baby. They have no reason to.
I mean, where the hell they gonna
And that's
go
what I'm saying. I'm not
anyways,
saying-
get
I'm
rid of
not
that
talking
child. There's no way.
But then also,
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about regular.
but to be honest with you,
I'm not
think that-
talking about celebrities. I'm talking about regular,
I
regular.
think that Gen Z, they also
They don't care.
It's not that they don't care, but I think that they're very like once they get a touch of money, they think that they like that's
They're
like
set.
the end all be all. Like that's it.
They're not gonna blame that on Gen Z.
No,
That's
because
everybody.
no, it's not everybody. Because even look at I forgot the athlete's name, but the basketball player with the Charlotte Hornets, like y'all know who I'm talking
The
about.
dark skin one.
Yeah, whenever so he like was making like questionable videos on Instagram Live, and people were like wondering about like his mental health and things like that. And so his team, like his coaches, are asking these questions, and he's just like, "Oh, he requests a trade." Well, you just got into the league, like you're a good player, but you have to realize like
Get your
people
footing
don't
in,
want problematic players. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't want that all the time.
Or two,
so now
some
you're
people
a
are
new
not
player.
content with the process.
Yeah,
they
you-
want to skip the
you
journey.
request a trade. Now you're dropped, and now you're at
No, like
now,
so he's doesn't have a career anymore.
he's not playing, and he's like literally just coming into the game.
You need
That's
better management
sad.
because he should have known that you didn't have the pull to ask that request, my boy. So
But sometimes these people don't be listening to their manager. They're like, I pay you.
Yeah, people are just
So,
like,
shut your
yeah.
mouth.
Yeah,
Say
no,
this.
like I said, I'm definitely talking about the
Yeah, the
not talking about
average, the
celebrity.
normal
Yeah,
people.
because I just think again, people are and just bringing kids into difficult situations, and it's honestly not fair. Like,
yeah, it's really not. Because like, I don't know. Because
it's
honestly,
actually crazy.
like, all right, like if we really think back about it, I mean, a lot of people's parents brought kids in difficult situations, and they overcame that, right? But it's like now in this, what the way the world's going right now, it's like
you know better, you do better.
And I see people get, I'm like, why right now? Like,
but it's
right now,
so many pregnant announcements and people are having kids.
I know.
We're saying
like,
all
people
this,
have kids
but people are
regardless.
popping
True.
the kids
People are
out.
going
And not
to
even
have
just
kids
that.
regardless,
I have
because
brought
the
up-
world's not going to get better. Honestly,
I have brought up like men trapping women, and I don't want to say it's
trap
not
men
really
too.
a trap in the sense, but because she can afford it. But like even Jeannie, is it May?
Jeannie
Mai?
Mai.
She didn't.
Mai.
Oh, you think Gigi trapped her?
This is the thing.
Gigi did not
you
trap.
think
No
Gigi
one trapped
trapped
anybody.
him?
They had a kid out of love.
Gigi knew better than to.
Y'all
She-
really think Jeezy trapped her? And you?
She went back.
should let that snowman alone.
She made it very clear that
A
she did not
nigga.
want children. And now you get married to this man, and
But people don't understand.
you
your mind
go back.
changes.
Yeah, your mind changes. Now you're a single mother.
No,
This is why
Okay,
you-
wait. Okay, no, we're not doing that because the thing is, because.
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
she didn't want kids before that, but then she fell in love with someone that brought the idea in her mind and made it possible.
And now she's getting divorced.
But I get that, but like, let's not
in,
come at
what,
it like
2-3
that. That's-
years?
Yeah,
She's a single mom.
I know,
single
but
mom.
like, damn,
Like,
you can't lie.
That's what I'm saying. She
They're not
literally,
divorced yet.
you literally go from
She's going through a
you literally go
separation.
from a hard no on kids to now you're a single mother. Like maybe you should have
Shit
stood on.
happens.
Should have stood on
But
what you
I
wanted.
feel like that's a little different. I feel like
I'm not gonna lie.
She didn't want kids with that
We-
man.
Yeah,
demonizing the mamas
I'm not gonna
today.
lie.
Girl,
She
calm
folded
down.
a little too soon with that Gigi situation
did.
to where I definitely feel like she just
She
didn't want kids with her
with
first
him, her
husband. Because
husband.
if
She
your
didn't.
fear has always been, I don't want to be a single mother, then you're not going to ever have children because a marriage is not guaranteed that you're never going to be a single mother. You can have
Oh, that was
kids
her
in a
fear?
marriage. Yeah, she never wanted to be a single mother.
She didn't want to be a single mom, y'all.
So it's kind of just like for you to
But
fold
they
so
haven't
easily.
separated completely. They're just separating. They're working on
But
it.
he
The
filed for
way
divorce.
he dropped that photo, talking whatever caption, that cryptic caption,
Yeah.
he came at her throats. He's done.
Oh my god.
y'all know when
He's
y'all
done.
know how niggas move. You know when a nigga
But-
done.
But you
What was the
embarrass me
caption?
online like that, we are definitely
What was
done.
the caption?
It was
I'ma look
like,
it up. Let
honestly,
me
for the
figure it
sake of
out.
me not being a single
So
mom, I'm gonna
she
try to
had
work it
just
out.
posted. She had just posted
Imagine
like
your
their.
fear to not be a single mom, and then actually that joke was not gonna land.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this is a
calm
really
down.
It's a really big deal, y'all. Like I'm telling y'all.
So
Like
you think Jeezy trapped her?
He did
Yes.
not. No, he didn't.
Yes.
I don't
At
know if Gigi
40 years
trapped
old,
her.
now he's trapping
I don't-
women.
I
He probably
he
love
trapped-
bombed her, and she just wasn't used to it.
They just had a kid
Oh.
out of love.
His caption was said, to focus on who I'm becoming, to focus on who's not coming with me. The day
after he filed for
I'm
divorce.
calling you a probation officer.
Oh my God.
I know you told me
Is
some
he,
secrets.
is he on probation?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's not do that either. Like,
Yeah.
what are y'all doing?
I just think he's been in jail.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
if Meek's on
but yeah.
probation, okay, we can edit that out. Jesus.
No, keep it.
But no, like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that we're not realizing like men are really putting women in a lot of positions like they don't want to be in. And it's really unfortunate. And like you would even think like, okay, she's safe, she's married, like she should
Marriage
be good.
doesn't- No,
But
no one's safe.
I'm sorry.
But I
Marriage
didn't think
doesn't
We need to stop
guarantee-
thinking that just because you're married, you're safe.
I mean, the way that they made it seem like she had this Beauty and the Beast love, you would not think she'd be divorced in
that's
3
so-
years.
That's why you
And
don't
that's
believe
why-
what you see online.
Yeah, that's why you have to really limit your social media intake, because when you
Yeah.
real recognize real.
Well, clearly she didn't. Clearly, social media
The thing
fooled
is-
her too.
No, it
because
didn't.
she didn't even know she was getting divorced.
You know what's crazy?
No, I mean, but maybe they were going through it and she's
Yeah.
trying to push through, trying to hope and fight for her marriage.
But-
You know, like, damn, I'm
We-
gonna fight.
we need to also remember that she has said a lot of problematic things about black men.
Yeah.
So, like, girl,
But that doesn't justify.
it doesn't justify
anything.
nothing. But
And
girl,
he
but
still
still,
married her. He still
but
married
still,
her.
like,
He knew what she said.
no one's safe here. Okay, they're both wrong. Okay, I wish them. The
Why is he
best.
wrong?
I don't think he should have done that. I don't think he should have won a social. Okay, I don't believe in like embarrassing your spouse.
Oh, no, yeah,
I don't
I
believe
agree.
in that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him asking for a divorce.
I don't either. I
didn't
just don't
make her-
think
force her to
embarrassing
get a-
her in
have
the
a baby.
divorce process was needed either. Like,
You know what I think it was?
caught her off guard. That's fucked up.
I think in the midst of, because before he had even posted that, she had posted something alluding to the
his
fact that
book.
they were together.
Yeah, that's
So
what.
I think that was his way of being like, cut the fake shit. Like,
No,
you
she
know what I
did.
mean?
Literally, like a few days prior to that, she posted her and
Jeezy,
I think they had a daughter.
Yeah.
The daughter about his book and they're like, oh, make sure you go get the book. Me and Daddy's book.
Listen, you know when you ain't dealing with a nigga. Jeezy was playing chess, not checkers. He was like,
Wait.
he's like, oh girl, cut that out. I think it was like the next day, like cut it out.
He said, oh, you
like,
don't want to make a statement?
Standing on business. Now I got to embarrass
Standing
you
on business.
because you wanted to sit there and try to push that. You know,
But I'm
he's
not
a
gonna
man.
lie.
He's a nigga.
But we don't know what's going on though.
Yeah.
We don't know
Yeah.
how many conversations he had with her, and he just became fed up and was like, "I'm out."
Well,
I
then
don't
what do
know,
y'all think
the way
about?
guys just be burning out when they feel like it. I'm done. I
then
don't want to talk to you anymore.
And
I'm
then all
over
the
you.
stories she was telling about their marriage, I feel like maybe he's so private. I'm like, I'm
He's a
surprised
very
that
private
she was
person.
telling
I feel
all
like,
these,
I think he was just
stories.
like, you too loud.
Yeah.
You too loud. And they got a daughter with you. That's crazy.
Well, then what do y'all think about like DDG and Halle?
You know
I'm
what?
mad.
I
like
what's
them.
crazy. I kind of like them, and when I see their dynamic, like with her when she's with his family, she blends in
She
so
does.
well, and she just really just like
They
blends into
embrace
the
her,
family.
too.
I can
That's
see why
important.
she's okay bringing like a child into this. She's like very family oriented, so I feel like seeing how family oriented he is, they just click.
They do.
I just think it sucks to come off
Yeah.
the heels of her movie,
like-
and then now she can't
Yeah.
go to the award show because they don't want the.
What was the name of that play? That Little Mermaid.
And she's doing color
Now
purple.
it's Shadow.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
It's
we moved
I don't
past
think it's
Little Mermaid so
overshadowed.
fast.
Yeah,
I mean, are you shocked?
No, that was a great movie.
No, she's black. So are you
No.
shocked that the movement moved quick? Because people still
No.
talk about Barbie.
People were still talking about Little Mermaid until those rumors started coming out.
No.
Yes.
I haven't heard about
Yeah,
that in a long
little-
time.
It did really well. So
yeah. I mean,
it sucks.
But I also feel like again, niggas see your potential and they just be like tapping that
Yeah.
for good. I'm looking at
I
it
think-
for good.
that's what I'm
Like
saying.
I don't even
The
take
Little
those type of
Mermaid,
jokes. I don't take those jokes lightly.
at all. At all.
joke about
Let's just say
trapping
when a
me?
nigga says that, I believe him.
Oh, I
fully,
wanna put
and
a
I'm
baby
proceeding
in
with
you.
caution.
The
I'm
average
proceeding with
man-
caution.
Don't even talk
I
to
truly
me.
feel like when the average man sees that a woman is, you know, she looks good, she's smart, she has a job, she's
I wanna put a
stable.
baby in you.
She like, you know, she has her own stuff going for her. He's like,
You be a good
why
host.
would why would
I
you
not?
not? Why would I not?
Why would I not?
And yeah,
Whoa. Why would you not make
yourself
me a
that
wife
question.
first?
Thank
No,
you.
Yeah.
You
that
know,
part.
Jory,
But niggas don't think
Jory,
like that.
They don't
Thank
think
you.
like
So out of
that.
order. Like, okay, so if you see that in me, then you see
They don't
me as a
think like
spouse.
that. All they think is that
I'm sorry.
if they put a baby in you, the baby's gonna be good.
I'm not gonna lie, but niggas have said that before. Like I know if I had a baby with whatever, then it would be good.
It'd be
It's like, no,
good.
that's not
No,
okay.
is
That's
that
not
where
okay.
we're at in life?
It's not okay.
Not okay.
Walking away from family tree.
right. Okay, guys, sorry.
Blessings to everybody though involved, and congrats on the pregnancy.
And also, people, let's just move better.
Wrap it
Let's
up.
just move better.
Wrap it up.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just move better because I'm
But-
tired of it.
But also, I would like to say, let's have a little bit more grace for our Black women, because I feel like, especially in the Black community, we are so hard on our celebrities, our public figures, our influencers. We are way harder than other communities are, because I'm not gonna lie, this was like the Hispanic community or the white community, any community, they'd be like, oh yes, oh
they're
I'm
having a
auntie,
baby,
when's the baby
yeah.
shower, this and that, da da da. I'm like, Kylie's
Kinsey.
career actually exploded after she had her kids. Like, she was able to come out with a baby and all the other stuff. But I think we're so quick to like write off our.
Her mom had influence behind that. Kylie's still a baby mama.
I mean, she is, but I'm saying, you see how that narrative isn't
I mean,
written.
she's
because,
not lying. To
Because,
two kids.
because so is Chloe and so
Black
is Kim
men.
Kardashian.
They all are. We
Baby
all talk about
mamas.
that. The Black community definitely talks about
We
how
really
the
don't.
Yes, they do.
What she's,
Absolutely.
I think what she's more so saying is that when they get pregnant, though, like the support behind the people, they're not really shunned.
Yeah.
Like people are not really, because the fact that we're sitting on a podcast talking about potentially if Sexy Red is going to decline after this, you know what I mean? So it's like versus that conversation never comes up with Kylie. That conversation never comes up with the white community or the other ethnicity community. So. I mean, that is true. We should be a little bit more. Because, again, we all said how we thought once Cardi B got pregnant, we thought she was going to decline. And she did well. So it's like if we just have a little bit more grace towards these women, then...
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're the ones that are in charge of canceling them. So if we continue to support them throughout their pregnancy and throughout these babies, baby.
But it's also, we have a different
then-
culture, though. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. It's, you know...
The support was always going to be there. I'm still going to the Sexy Red concert, and I'm going to see her and her belly.
Yeah.
Like, that don't stop nothing for me.
I'm just tired of seeing it. Tired of seeing it. Okay, because I don't want it to come off. I don't like kids. I love kids, but it's just.
But I would appreciate them being wives.
Yeah, I want it. Marry. I want to marry.
I don't even think it's
a
about
family
why.
dynamic.
It's
I want
fact
to see
about
it right.
stabilizing yourself a
Yeah,
little bit
like-
more in this industry, because we have seen how it could be cutthroat. Again, there's people who have been one album wonders and we never hear from them again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
sure.
I think it's who?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I just want to
but
see. I just want to see more people, like families bringing in kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's make that cool
The only
again.
reason I'm not even going with that narrative, because who's to say, like we just said, that doesn't keep a man
I
there. It
get
doesn't
that. I
keep a
get
family.
that,
So
but
I'm not even pushing for like, oh, let's get married first. I'm just like, stabilize your career. Make sure you're okay first before you're so quick to make a decision that's life changing.
So now that you say stabilize your career before you get married, how do you feel about Nelly and Ashanti reconnecting? And he recently got her some gifts. People feel some kind of way about
What were
her
the
not
gifts?
receiving the ring. It was like a necklace and a watch.
People feel about that caption.
It was jewelry.
Oh,
What was the caption?
The
the
caption.
caption.
That caption was very. Let me read it to you.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
hope
gonna
it
lie.
wasn't I've embarrassed you for the years. but I
No,
love you.
no. So people have already said like,
She's been with me through the ups and the downs.
That was what he
Yeah.
said.
No.
no.
Okay, I was gonna say,
So
yo.
people have already said that like Nelly is so like kind of blasé when it comes to their relationship, and Ashanti's the one who's more like, you
She
know,
had a
she
whole
wore the
picture of her
purse
on the-
with
that
all their
was so-
pictures on the
I was like, Ashanti.
whatchamacallit, and like everybody thinks that Nelly just does this cryptic like we buddies, but like we're together behind the scenes or whatever.
No, girl.
So look, so
Man,
for
we
his
do that.
birthday, he put a caption. He said,
His birthday or her birthday?
Sorry, her birthday.
Okay.
With him
He
performing.
posted like a collage of them, you know, performing and them together. And he said, one time for the birthday girl, ... at Ashanti. Enjoy your day, Ma. You look awesome. Happy birthday. Love ya.
not enjoy
Love ya.
not enjoy your birthday,
Love ya.
babe. I love you so much. We've been like on.
Love ya.
Ashanti, if
But-
you're hearing this
but
right
with
now,
Miss Jackson,
leave
she was
her.
all over. She was just flaunted all over the place.
I do feel people now at this
Was
point. At
Oh,
this
yes,
point,
absolutely.
Nelly and Ashanti have been fooling with each other for decades. I need a ring in this birthday.
But I feel like at this point we rekindled shit. Come a little harder. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
at this point. Like you have to come a
That's
little
what it-
bit
yeah.
harder.
Her
Love ya.
wife.
The
We
love
watched
ya.
you dog Ashanti
But
how
I don't
many
think
decades?
Nelly wants to get married. I don't
So
think he
leave
does.
that woman
But
alone.
dude,
Maybe
no,
Ashanti
Ashanti
doesn't
she doesn't
want
want
to.
to.
I don't know if she wants to get married either. Honestly, I can't say that.
You know what's crazy?
I mean, I don't know.
I
But
just think it's wild because, like, why rekindle with somebody? I mean, we don't know if she wants to be married or not, right? But I feel like if y'all gonna rekindle, like, it has to make sense. I'm not
But
gonna
can I be-
rekindle decades later to be going through
Yeah.
the same BS.
But can I be honest? Like, it sucks that like we let these terrible people latch onto us and ruin the idea of ever getting married. Like you let them rob you of that.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
That's true.
Like, that's not fair.
Because
Like,
you know what?
huh?
Speaking on that, I could, let's just say she truly wants to get married. But Carisha and Ari dropped their episode for her live show, and Ari was saying how she was like, I just don't want to get married, because they both were actually saying they don't want to get married because they just know how niggas are, and like, you know,
I understand her reasoning why Ari doesn't want to get married. 8 children,
They're like,
I get it.
all men cheat and blah, 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 blah. Now, they could very much so not want to get married, but I feel like at least one of them has to like, they want to get married, but they don't have faith in niggas. Because at one point, I'm not gonna lie, I was like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I truly didn't want to get married. I just was like, I just don't have faith in humanity.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, like you said, like some people do let, men kind of get in their ears and just be like, okay, well, you know what, just taint their idea of what they truly want. I do feel that way.
like,
but they very much so could not want to get married. Hey,
it's not
hey,
even
who
that, but
knows?
it's like, we really allow people to just come in and just like skew your idea of like what married life should look like a happy life. Like, it doesn't have to come with weird situations. It doesn't have to come with a gray area. It doesn't have to come with any of that. And I hate that men and women, we both do it to people. Like, that's not cool. Like, if you know someone genuinely wants a certain type of lifestyle, leave that person alone if you know you can't give that to them. I don't understand the whole latching onto someone you know you can never provide them with the life that they want. So leave them alone. Let someone else have them. Let someone else take care of them. That don't make no sense. Like, Nelly needs to let Ashanti go.
But women also need to know if that's what you want. Stop fucking with people who can't give you what you want. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people be so comfortable. They want something so bad with this person. They think they can change somebody. Bruh, stop attaching to
chase,
shit.
bro. That chase will have you folding. Because some men don't let up.
Attaching to stuff that will never give you what you want. Like, respectfully. It hurts, but.
Yeah, it does. Honestly.
Yeah.
Cry now, laugh later.
Speaking of not attaching yourself to anything, we're going to go into the topic. We're going to jump into the topic and we're going to talk about, things that we've decided that we just... We don't claim. Energy you don't claim.
It didn't happen.
Don't claim. It did not happen. And I just want to, okay. We're going to throw that out here, okay? This is a safe space, guys. This is our first episode. Y'all not going to judge us. We're not going to judge each other.
Nope.
So everything we say here stays here. All right, y'all? Don't be listening and be like, sending it to your friends. Like, I cannot believe she said that she finally admitted it. No. Okay? We're going to stay here. So is there anything that like has ever happened that you've never spoke on? You just like, y'all. I couldn't speak on it because it didn't happen.
Because I can't speak on it now because it didn't happen.
No, because I don't even know what you're talking about. So technically,
I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
No situation.
But y'all all been in a situation like
yeah,
that.
for sure,
kind of,
for sure.
So what is the like qualifications to put something in the?
I'm not gonna lie, I deleted a body.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's very possible.
I deleted a body and like it makes me feel so good. I'm just like. I got everybody on my side. I'll never believe you. I'll never believe your stupid ass.
No facts.
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree with
like
Paulette.
that man was so embarrassing. Like, no, bro.
There's certain criteria that you have to meet for me to check something off.
For real.
Whenever it comes to
and if you don't check all 3 boxes, I will delete existence.
If I didn't feel anything, how can I put a check mark?
Thank you.
Wait. Okay. No, I feel you though.
Bruh.
No, yeah,
and you would know that. So you should also know that you don't count as a
you don't
body.
count. Like, and you better walk out with your head down and don't even
tuck your chest back in.
Wait,
don't act like you.
So are you
something.
communicating in that moment like this didn't happen?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I probably would.
So I told them.
No.
He was like, "Oh, I can do better next time." I was like, "There's no next
time." Nah.
Now he got a grade. And so give me another chance to make an A.
No.
Let me make it up.
I never communicate. I was just like, in my mind, just like, dog, this. And then when they started talking about it, I'm like, why would he lie? Why? And I clearly said, why are you lying on your dick? Out loud too. I was like,
wait,
I'm lying on this dick. Like,
hey, look.
And then
But if
you gotta stand 10 toes. Sometimes like some niggas would really stop fucking with you when they realize like you fuck with him.
It's your reality. So you didn't fuck him.
I didn't fuck him.
That's not your body.
And look, it's okay. It's fine. But when you come to, we can be talking in private and like I could be like, okay. But when we outside of others, it never happened. And let me tell you something. I will let everyone know it never happened.
It didn't happen.
And trust me, you don't want me to let others know it never happened. I'll embarrass you behind it.
I'm screaming.
Say you were.
So deleting bodies is
Listen,
a thing.
Man, call me. Look, I used to be a pimp back in the day. Okay.
So if you can delete bodies, then Dre was right. You can't delete your hoeness.
You can. I'm not gonna lie. I can move to fucking Montana and Barbie. I'm a virgin. God. Oh my.
I think it depends. I think it depends on how well known you are, for one, and how well known the men. Actually, not even how well known the men are, but how close those men are. If you have messed with like men with like multiple men within like a certain vicinity, group, there's no way you can delete it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
it's possible.
Look, new people move to the city every day.
Bruh.
I'm crying. I know bad bitch turns 18 every year. That's what it's giving.
It's very true. So everyone cannot find out your history that quickly.
And you can always switch friend groups easily.
Not even
it's
switch
not hard.
friend groups. Like you meet someone new, don't
Not
take them
coaching
to
people how to be hoes.
Listen, not hoes, but like you can really rewrite history.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
your world.
You meet someone
okay?
new, don't take them to the same old places.
Period.
DFW is big.
Period.
Okay? Like you do not have to go
It's
to the
too
same
big.
club, same bars, same lounges.
Thank you.
There's Plano. There's Frisco. There is a lot of
There is Forney.
There is
Girl,
Fort Worth.
find them.
There's an airport.
Honestly, and take your ass somewhere else out of this fucking city.
So-
I feel like even if you decide like, okay, I'm deleting it, someone's always gonna know that
Jory.
past.
And
So, I'm just saying. So like you can think.
And?
Oh, wow, you can think on your own. It's gone.
That's
but
fine.
someone
I
will
think-
always know.
Someone will know, but they're probably a hoe too. So what does it matter? Like
I ain't no scary ass bitch. I'm a hoe.
You know what's
But
crazy? You know what's crazy? I was seeing that the other day, and I was like, "Wow, these songs are actually really getting out of hand." 'Cause
They
not
are.
me calling myself a hoe.
And a bitch.
I ain't even a hoe.
Like,
y'all.
I was like, "Wow!" Like for someone who doesn't know that song, they'd be looking at me like, "You're a what?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I low-key
Yeah.
had starting to censor myself when I be out. Like some of these songs, like,
No, yeah.
cause like when you be saying stuff word for word, they're like, so this is what you're
but
about.
it's very much so possible to delete your whole facts.
But it's crazy because back to what you said about how dealing with men in the same circle. I remember I asked the guy like, how many guys
Does a
does
girl need to fuck in the friend group for it to seem?
or for a period
Oh, okay.
to before she's labeled a hoe? And he just says, I just have to know one of them.
Yep,
it.
and honestly, that's it.
I was like,
That's it.
it's a very
And you know what's crazy?
So you expect me to just be like a virgin? Like
No,
but I'm not going
because if you talk about one person I've had sex with makes me a hoe, like
but it's like you really
maybe
like,
his friend
I think
group.
it's friend group.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
why
Oh, he said one. I was like,
let me honest.
You
That's why I
said
be
one within the friend group.
I be telling girls like you gotta really be like vetting these niggas and like being strategic, really figuring out who these people know. Cause like
But-
you
but
can
you know,
fuck around and
it's so
fuck friends.
crazy.
and
guys are
not
friend
know.
whores though. They're
No,
friends
yeah,
with
they are.
everybody.
They are. And you know what else? I realize women, maybe because women have more shame, a woman that you've had sex with can be in the same room with you and you would literally have no idea. But don't let it be a man you've had sex with and he's in there with a friend that you're trying to get at.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
His
okay.
friend is gonna
Story.
know. Whereas
yeah.
it's so crazy. Like I can be with a girl and I have no idea that she's had sex with him in the past. If she's really over him, she won't even
Yeah,
bring it
sure.
up. But men, it's not the same.
Like, y'all,
And what's crazy is if a woman brings up somebody she used to fuck with and I happen to know them, I know she's doing it in a messy way. Because women, we know why we're bringing up people in front of people
Yeah.
we don't know.
Unless it was just a really bad situation, like toxic, and you're just like trying to warn a friend.
No.
I
Then
didn't warn
maybe.
nobody.
'Cause
You
sometimes
do
he
what
be
you wanna
dropping
do.
hints and it's
Nobody
just
warned
like-
me.
My thing is that leads me to a point that I want to make in regards to like name dropping in general. Like you should never name drop because you don't know who is around you. I had a
Girl.
situation recently. I did not name drop. We spoke casual. I met this girl. She looked so familiar. I was like, I don't know how I would look familiar. I don't live in the city. She said, you look so familiar. We're having a good conversation. We talk about like school, where we went to undergrad, all this stuff. I casually mentioned something about an ex, not their name, nothing about them, just casually, oh yeah, like something very minute. The very next day, he hits me up. I heard you met so-and-so. I said, how would you know that? And she said, oh, she hit me up and she said, I think I met your ex yesterday. I never met this girl a day in my life. Never met her day in my life. Didn't drop no hints as to who my ex was. And I'm like, that's so scary why you should never even drop ex's name, anything like that, because you don't know who knows you.
Familiar. She knew who she was talking to.
The thing is, I thought that was weird as fuck. I never met this girl a day in my life, but I'm just like, that's so creepy.
knew
So it's
she was
just like,
plotting.
Girls
to
are
me,
weird like that.
Or
You
yeah,
know, that's
y'all-
very weird.
You know what's
So
weird
don't
too?
ever
Like
name
sometimes
drop.
like I get really
Yeah,
weird
it's
like
like
when
casually.
people like ask me like, are you still dealing with so and so? Why are you asking me that?
Because they want to know if you. Why'd you tell them in the first place?
It's not even that like just I didn't tell them like you
They
know I
followed
mean
up.
people
you
just
just
see
know
you.
I'm not
People
the
just
one
see
thing about
you.
me I don't do if it's not y'all I'm not doing that. So you ask, oh you still it's like okay because you know but it's like don't ask like I don't talk to you like that for you to be asking if I deal with so and so. I think that's very weird and a lot of women do that to get to you in your life.
I agree.
A lot
I
of
feel like
women
people are
get
just nosy,
jealous.
so it is what it is.
Yeah, that's all.
People are nosy.
So and then like
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm past that period of caring. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like after a certain point, it's like, are these girls gonna beat you up? Like, what's
thank
gonna
you.
happen?
If you're not gonna touch me, yeah.
What's
I'm
really
like,
gonna happen?
I'm gonna touch
I
you.
don't know what
I'm
I'll
just
be.
kidding.
Look.
Yeah, I
So-
stopped caring.
I have a question, and this might be a little bit of advice, okay?
Mhm.
So, let's say that you and your ex, y'all break up, and y'all actually still have like a good friendship. Y'all are cool. Y'all are cordial. And he actually might help you out financially.
Okay.
You know?
And
So now let's say that
that's our business. Ain't nobody else.
Love that for
we got
me.
going on in none of y'all business.
I'm like, why he my ex? Like, I'm checking all the
he's
boxes.
just turned into an account. That's really what it
okay.
is.
So now let's say that you meet a new guy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get into a relationship and you see like marriage with this guy. Like y'all have been talking marriage. Y'all are talking all the things that you want. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, y'all have a conversation. He's like, yeah, I stopped talking to any woman that I had any type of dealings with from my past because, I see a future with you and I don't want things to get messy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing the same?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that my husband? No, y'all need to grow up.
So you're going to cut the guy off that's
Yes.
helping you out financially?
Yes. Or I need to marry him if that's the case. Those are my two options. Either I need to marry. If somebody is really telling me like he's about to propose to me, why am I? So my ex would come back when I have this ring and embarrass me in front of the land, talking about I've been funding this girl for years and she got married. That's just Halle, you just don't need.
Did he say he was proposing? I thought you just.
Yeah, he just said like,
He's just been talking.
If
No,
there's,
they've been if when you're discussing marriage, a proposal should be coming.
I get it, but
Hopefully.
okay. I don't want to like minimize what you just said, but a lot of like this conversation happens a lot with a lot of people, and you know what I mean. Like I just don't think you should just until that physical item is on your finger.
You think so? So you
Yes.
would wait so you got a physical
I'm not
ring
going
before
to
you cut off an ex?
Listen. I'm answering her question. Don't apply it to my life. What I'm saying is that I'm not messing up my. Listen. Sorry, like I'm
You
just
don't have
not.
to block him.
But you're talking about more. Your conversation was like he's giving me money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like
Let's say that he's paying your rent.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm sorry. Like what? But if there's things I got
Now
going
I'm with
on,
Michelle because like why are we not together then? Like I'm so
Yeah.
confused. Like
Y'all
no,
just
Jory, honestly, because
that's the thing. Y'all just maybe he's not a relationship type of person. Maybe
Right.
maybe he really doesn't want. You know what it really is? You want marriage, and he doesn't.
yeah,
okay.
what are
But
his
this person is my
expectations?
man or somebody I'm talking to. Like you can't request me to cut people off unless you're my man.
No, this is like a
Be
boy.
in a
This is your
relationship.
boyfriend.
Oh well then. Bye.
So question, what is the ex's expectation from the transaction? Is it just like a Zelle
Yeah.
once a month? Or is
I mean,
it
he
like,
fuck with you for life at this
yeah,
point.
like
He
we
give you
locked
money.
in,
It's
like
just
we
one of
locked in.
It's just one of those things where it's like,
when he comes to town, is he expecting y'all to link?
no, like y'all don't even have to
No,
like link
like-
up. It's just one of those things where like
Wherever you need
y'all
something,
are
I
good.
got you.
Like y'all are actually good friends now. Like an actual friendship.
Like if you ever run
Like,
into a rut,
yeah.
I got
a friendship
you.
has come from the relationship,
saving,
but
I save
unfortunately, he's still considered an ex because y'all have had
That's
sexual
blood money.
relations.
That sounds like some future shit. I mean,
Wow.
I think a decision has to be made as to whether or not you want to actually get married to anybody else but him, because that sounds like a husband to me.
I don't know, cause like I just know like
No,
There's,
no
like,
man's
a
gonna be
lot-
okay with that.
I'm not. You're right, but like I'm just saying like I don't know. I've heard stories like women saying like I mean they had a man in their life that they thought it was gonna work out with, and it's turned into transaction. It's like he puts money in an account. What am I gonna tell him no on? Like I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to do it. You're putting money in an account. I'm not. Listen. I'm in a new situation, but that money can pile. Look, I got kids to go to college and shit. Shit gotta pile up. Like, you gotta be smart here. If you want to be a dummy, I ain't go. My family gotta eat too. My kids gotta go to fully paid off school. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm not talking to, like, that's the thing. Like it'll be different if like y'all are sexing, going on. Okay, that's different. That's low key outside of your relationship, right? But like, if he's just floating you money and like that's it, because like y'all had like a good relationship and it just ended.
Yeah, buddy.
Like,
So would you
a win is a win.
So would you even bring that up then to your boyfriend?
No, see that's the thing. Like
No.
I would not. I would not bring it up. But
Sorry.
I
but
would
your
never.
your conscience, like you're telling.
Niggas lie every day, bro.
I just be look, hey,
What'd
look,
you
everybody good. Whole family good. Whole family good. Like we good. Y'all don't even know how good we got it, but we good. I really put the team on my back, honey. Like, for real. Like, and if it ever comes up, he's like, and honestly, I'll be like, listen, like, it's an account for us. Like what? Like
Yeah.
I don't even know where he is. He's dead. Like it's just a setup. Every year it comes in naturally. Like, I don't know where it's coming
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Some men won't even be mad. Shit.
I don't. Oh, that becomes a slippery slope.
It does. But you just gotta,
I'll cross that
it
bridge
depends
when
on
I get there.
it depends on the kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys that are solid, and there's some men, you couldn't have this setup with them because any moment they will do what happened with Stan and Maya and try to blow your popsicle stand.
So question, what if you're in the same situation and y'all have a conversation, just, we're cutting off exes, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But then a few months down the line, you are like, he's like, you Zell yourself to the friend's phone for whatever reason, you're Zelling yourself. And you come across his Zell recipients and you see that he has a recurring Zell to one of his exes. He says, we're just friends. And it looks like, it's probably like around $2,100. And he's like, it's just for her rent. I've been paying it for the past 2 years. He just fell on hard times. Same situation.
I'm gonna beat him up.
I'm not touching him, but
that's interesting.
Those. Listen. You didn't ask me if things get uncovered. I don't listen. That's different.
Yeah.
But like, ain't nothing getting covered. Like, it's a joint account we don't know about. Like, he's going through like Chime.
No.
Listen.
I think the difference. Go ahead, Jory.
We would have to have a conversation. Like, we made a conversation about cutting off exes, and I mean, I can understand why somebody would keep that to themselves, but if I discover that, you're not paying that rent anymore. I'm sorry.
You're
Whatever
actually
she
not.
was going through, like, you're not paying it anymore.
And not even just
stop.
that.
I may have to call the bank for you and refute all the payments.
If you want to marry me, how are you paying another woman's rent?
I'm not gonna lie.
And
it depends. Like,
what if you can just afford it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It would have to be a justifiable reason, aka y'all used to live together, the rents and both y'all. Like, it would have to be one of those.
It would have to be a thing where
it's something that would have to make sense to me. If you're just paying it,
they give people that you can apply for.
Wait, what was the difference when it was y'all getting it?
Listen, because
you're not able to make
I wasn't on that side of the table.
No, because the difference is that the man that's giving the money, he's not in a relationship with nobody.
You're in the relationship.
He can give money to anybody. Okay, that has something to do with it.
She's in a relationship though.
She's in a relationship, but it's not her giving it. She's just accepting something. It's completely different.
We're talking about if my boyfriend is paying somebody else's
there's a difference
stuff.
between giving something and accepting something. I think it's easier to accept something than to give it out. Of course.
Yeah. Like, come on now. Like, that's like you over here. Like,
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
like, what?
But
y'all are flawed.
But you have to understand the same way you're saying, who is this girl to you that you're paying her rent, is the same way he's looking at you like, who are you to this guy that he's paying your rent?
No, I mean, yeah, but some guys are losers. I'm so sorry. Like, some guys just want to do. I'm not gonna like
what?
Okay, let me not even say losers, because I do have like a cousin who like, well, they were married, so never mind. But he literally was just like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna take care of my ex-wife for good.
There are some people that's like,
but they were married. That makes sense.
Like, there are some people like, this person, like I'm always gonna make. It does not matter what. If they're down bad, I'm gonna lift them up. Cause like no, like,
and I feel like sometimes you can have that big of an impact on a person's life.
I'm sorry,
that they're just like
my blessing,
no matter what.
Which I agree, because I do know some people like that. But at the same time, I think that if you are going to be able, if you're gonna say it's understandable, then it has to be understandable if it's your nigga too.
Yes, but at the same time, I do feel like guys could be a little bit manipulative, because some guys are doing that just because they know like that's that one little hold they got on you. Like, they can continuously give you money, right? Like, come on now. Or they can continue, like, she always gonna need it, or she always gonna want it. Like,
so you understand that except for that money.
But, no, the thing is, it's happened to me before where I've dated a guy who was still paying something, and I knew then that wasn't my nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, all right.
Win is a win.
You know, not even I mean,
yeah, I'm, like, y'all, like, low, like, I'm not gonna, y'all, this conversation getting a little dicey.
I want to hear a story, y'all. If y'all want to share. No, I want to hear a story. I want to hear a story about why the person you most recently blocked was blocked or cut out your life.
Because I stand on business.
Yeah.
Period. Honestly,
that's selective. But yeah, I stand on business when necessary.
10 toes. I feel like there's certain things you can do where it's like, you know, I gotta cut you off.
Like, what's well, not that reason, but like, what's something like that gets someone on a block list?
Well,
deep shit.
This guy, like, it's like every time like I would be out with my friends, like he would think like that's room to like start talking down to me, like making me feel like you're a sad excuse or stuff like that. Like when he would get upset and stuff like that. So I remember like we met up and had like a conversation, and like he became irate, and I was like, oh no, like you acting like this. Gotta go. Blocked him. Have not talked to him to this day.
I have one, but it's kind of petty. I wasn't really fucking with him anyways. But I had went out of town for work. I was out of town for a week, and we had talked before my flight, but he didn't verify that I made it to my location. Okay, He didn't hit me up that whole week. I'm out of town by myself for work, and you're not checking on me to make sure I'm okay.
You never made it.
Yeah, I could be dead,
Right.
and you
Give me
never
a
checked up on me.
suitcase.
And so when I made it back to the city a week later, I blocked him. We didn't even have a conversation. Like, you're no man's of mine talking to me, and you're not checking on me every day. Like, I'm sorry. I don't like. You got to get on your Zoom every day with me. You don't hit me up one day, you're out of here. Respectfully, like.
Yeah.
So
But
I blocked him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, my reasons were super justifiable. So
The thing about it is, I feel like the reasons don't ever be the reasons you think. I feel like it's always something really big that happens, and it's like,
and the next thing is
yeah,
like,
it's like the next thing. It's like you wake up, it's
It'd be
like
a
another
build
morning
up.
text. Oh, you're out of here.
Yeah.
It'd be a build up of stuff. Yeah, it wasn't just that. I already was on the fence, and so that was like the driving force.
Okay, another
It's like
one.
you was
too.
already on probation, and you got caught with a gun in the car.
I have
Get out of
another
here.
one.
Prison time.
This guy sent my friend a dick video, and I addressed him about it. I actually approached him on the topic. I was like, "So you sending my friend dick videos?" He like, "Why would I do that?" And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I felt so, like the way he was coming in the conversation, low key, made me feel like a fool. So I just blocked him. I was like, "I'm not talking to you anymore."
I mean, I would too.
like, what the fuck? Like,
I
you
know
are
you
not.
did.
I'm not. I have receipts, and you're making me feel like these receipts are invisible.
Gaslighting.
Like,
That's what it is.
you don't see that I show.
Not you know whose dick it is. I'm
But
just
you know what I'm
kidding.
talking about?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know what his dick. That's okay, and that's another thing. Y'all don't even know what this man's dick look like. That's the even crazy part. It's just
My
like
bad.
beginner. It was the beginner level. You know what I'm talking about? And like, ew. And like, even though, and like, it's so crazy because y'all, I ran into him the other day, and like, it was awkward. Like, he expected a hello from me. I don't fuck with you. Do not. You shouldn't even expect a hello from me. It should be a thing where you're like, you're scared to look my way because you don't know what you're gonna get from me.
So y'all have.
You should fear
exes
me
that
at
y'all
this
don't
point.
claim.
Huh?
You have like exes that you.
Definitely, because excuse you,
Hall
one
of
fuck
Fame,
up.
actually. Hall of Fame.
If you fuck up, listen, I won't know you anymore. Promise, it's so easy for me. Like, remember I told you I deleted a body. I could delete a person.
What's
So,
crazy is
like,
I've never been in a relationship ever.
I've never had a boyfriend.
Relationship? What's that?
What's
Right.
that?
I think that
I ain't never talked to nobody.
I've
in
claimed
Dallas.
every like a true ex. Like now, like a situationship,
Yeah.
that's completely different.
Yeah.
There's so many of those I don't claim, but like an actual.
No, nigga, after you
like, girl, like, right.
if you are not my boyfriend,
right,
you don't
like,
exist.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
But if you've made it to my actual boyfriend, like a whole like boyfriend status, then I have no choice but to claim you. The world may not know about you, but I still claim you.
It's so funny, like it's crazy how the world just does. Like, you know, like you be going through stuff. It's like, dang, nobody just knows. Like, I'm having full blown out situations in my life. Like, nobody be knowing about. Like,
Living a double life.
talking to girls like,
hell yeah.
it's like I'm having a whole nigga trouble. I mean, saying that, I'm just looking with a straight face.
Like
Like,
type shit.
it's funny when you think about it. Okay, so like y'all were dealing with somebody, right? Have they ever lied about like doing anything with you, like kissing you, having sex with you, taking you on a date, buying you a gift? They lied about it to people and tried to like make it seem like y'all were more than what
it
y'all
was.
were.
No, I've had whole people claiming that I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, it was so weird. So, and it's happened to me and my friend when I first moved to Florida. Literally the first night on the town. Like I had there was one guy there that I knew or whatever. I met him there, so we became cool, whatever. And so like a week later, he was like, "I thought you told me you just moved to the city," and I was like, "I did." He was like, "So why are they going to tell me y'all were dating?" And I was like, "Dating?" I was like, "Who is?" I was like, I literally just moved here a week ago. I was like, "That's not possible." He was like, "Yeah," he was going around telling everybody y'all was dating, and y'all used to talk to each other, and that's his. And I was just like, "That's actually
Basically
crazy.
trying to spoil your market.
No, that's
Oh my gosh.
what it's called.
That's annoying.
shit. I was just
That's
like, wow.
annoying.
No.
That's annoying.
But you know what's even worse though? When you talk to a guy and nobody knows until after y'all stop talking, it's like,
Oh
why
my
do people
God.
need to know?
Why are you
Why are you
asking?
revealing
When people
yourself?
like, "Oh, what's so?"
Why
I'm like,
are you
why are you
revealing-
asking about him?
Well, it's actually crazy.
You tell people we dated?
Bring that up, Crystal, because like, okay, so I recently had a guy use that as a way to get my number, and I didn't even realize it. Okay, so we were in the club, and this guy comes up to
Not
me.
him confusing you.
Yeah, he literally confused me. I'm like, he comes up to me. He was like, and I was out of town. Okay, so I'm like, no one should know me, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I'm out of town, and this guy comes up to me. He was like, "You really gonna act like you don't know me?" And I look at him. I'm like,
I don't.
"What? What are you talking about? I don't know you." He was like, "Yeah, we've met before. Like, what are you talking about?" Yes, yes, we have. I'm like, "No, we haven't." He was like, "I have your number," and he like pulled his phone out.
Did
He was like, "Let me check."
And I was like, let me check. And
you
I typed it in to
right.
to look for like
Sure
a
did.
message or like, you know, when you type it into the keypad,
Did Nikki come up?
no.
So
And he was like,
immediately,
gaslight me
I
into
would've,
that though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not. No, he
That was kind of smooth.
that was
No, he
a
ate
great
that.
game. Like,
Because he thought you was going to hit call. All you did
man,
was type.
honestly,
He snatched.
if you want a number, bro, sometimes you gotta act
he
like
took his
make
number
a
back and he
number.
was like, well, thank you. Now I know you.
And
No, yeah, he ate that.
he did his big one.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, like no.
Right in front
If
of
someone
her.
did that, and got my number, I'd be like, okay,
It's
like
giving
look
out
at
of
you, got a
town.
little game, boy.
It's giving out of town because Dallas nigga, y'all don't be doing
Yeah,
shit like
Dallas
that.
boy, y'all don't know how to get a number and be content with getting a number. Like,
I like
Ooh,
that. I
child.
know you now. I'm happy.
No, somebody hit my phone one day talking
Smooth.
about, you don't remember me. It was just a one night stand. I was like, yeah, you can't swindle me like this, baby. I said,
Not a one-
stop playing on my phone.
they and don't.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Let's not even do
That's
those
it.
games.
Because then he even told, I said, where we meet at? He said, he told me a club that had closed. Like, I said, yeah, don't.
Yeah, no, it's so
Can't
crazy
swindle me
because
like that.
even like
Okay.
sorry.
Go
Go
ahead.
on my
I
path.
have a question. So, say you are okay, because I mean we're all single. Well, let me not speak. Everybody said we're gonna be
single.
honest this season.
Like a
I don't
dollar
know.
bill.
You know what?
I don't know.
Holla at me if
single.
you hollering at me.
Oh, really? Oh,
Come correct if
Let's
you
take a
coming.
poll. Let's take a sentence.
Okay.
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies.
Jory.
Dory ain't single.
Approach the podium.
Yeah, please. Thank
Approach the
you.
podium,
Mic up, please.
What do I have to talk about?
Oh, you got a man?
I'm not single.
Oh, so you got a
I'm here for
man.
that.
Wow.
We love to hear it.
We do.
Out the game.
I like that. Jory said, I'm not
so mad at
single.
y'all for bringing this shit up
Like-
mid conversation.
Jory, you made one.
I love that
this
for you.
season. I'm
That didn't even make the clip, so then
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
have to hear that.
I
so
feel you. I feel you. I like that.
respectfully.
I like that. Well, I guess you can just listen with your ears and
Yeah,
you
look.
chime in. But what's the call? So say you're out on a date, you know, with you have a your main man. You have your main man, but you know you always have to have people you date just to keep yourself busy because sometimes the main man be pissing you
Tripping.
off.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, let me just entertain boyfriend number 2. You go to a restaurant and you're walking and you see boyfriend number 1, but he's not on a date. He's like chilling at the bar with his friends. What do you do?
I'm
Like,
leaving.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'm leaving. Like something I forgot I left something on at the house. I'm leaving.
You're leaving boyfriend
I
number
left
1.
a
Y'all leaving
candle.
We're not going in. If I see him and he doesn't see me, we're leaving.
Why?
Embarrassment. Especially if like, don't get me wrong, because like you know, the type of men I like, they about what they do. So it's like he gonna beat you up, and I can't.
What?
But what's the reason to beat up? You just walking in. Did he shoulder
You're on
check
a
you? Like what
date.
happened?
You're on a date with another man, and you see your main man at the bar with his
Oh.
friend. We're leaving. We're actually
because
we're
the
leaving.
thing
Okay,
is,
okay.
especially if he's your main man,
Yeah, I'm leaving.
You really don't want to mess
You
that
can't
up.
fuck that
so
up. Not
for
over
me,
number 2.
Yeah.
No,
Let's not let down. They're equal. They're
'cause
equal.
They're
Let's
equal.
say that.
What's equal
okay,
mean?
equal. I
Okay, let's
guess.
say
Yeah,
main.
what's equal mean?
What's your thing?
I was
with
gonna
main?
because that tweet that's been floating around. If nigga number 1 was doing what he's supposed to be doing, there would
There
not
would
be a
be no
nigga number
nigga number
2.
two.
So
Yeah,
respectfully,
low
you're
key.
there for a fucking
Yeah.
reason.
That's what I was gonna say. They're equal.
I don't know. Now that I'm getting a little older, I just can't move like that. Like,
But
there's
you
just-
are in the scenario.
But to be
Y'all
honest with
moving
you,
like
I
Okay.
disagree.
Then I'm leaving.
I disagree.
I'm leaving.
I think that so I would say I'm recently single. Like it's
Dang,
been
Nikki, you always just that's lit to me.
recently.
Like that's cool. Like every
Feel like
I feel like
learning
every
stuff on the
season you
podcast
just
is
I mean,
give
it's
crazy.
something.
The thing is-
it's been during the break.
No, the thing is, she's the main character. She got characters in her life. I love that for you.
No, literally.
I love
Yeah.
it. This is how I'm starting to operate.
Girl,
But
I didn't
I'm
start-
the main character. You guys are just players
Players,
the characters in my
honestly.
show.
But I would
I'm
say like so
Peach.
I'm recently single and I've met a guy who actually like is really cool. Like he does everything like right. He like puts the like work in, but I think it's because I'm like recently single and I don't want to jump into anything too quickly.
Fair.
There still are other guys, you know? So I don't
Yeah.
I don't agree with the fact that like just because he's doing everything right. I think it also has to do with the fact like the season I am in my life, like there's just other things I kind of want to focus on
Mhm.
and I don't want to jump into something too quickly
Right.
and like have my mind clouded or judged because I just got out of a
Mhm.
relationship, you
Are you
know?
communicating
I mean,
that
but
to him?
that's understandable. But when you are classifying main nigga and nigga number 2, like at that point you clearly fuck with one over the other.
That's
like,
true. That's
But
true.
yeah, you know, but
if you're just dating, then of course you'll talk to multiple people. But like if you can classify them into numbers, then.
But I just know myself. I will leave because I don't want to handle that. I don't know if I can handle
what would
it.
you say though?
Like
I left something on in my
because I
house.
actually was talking to my homeboy and he said he had a situation recently where him and a girl walked in somewhere and she was like, actually she's like, somebody I used to talk to's in here, I don't want to be here, let's go.
Yeah.
And they walk right out and he was like, you know what, he was like, I'm not gonna lie, he's like, I appreciate it, he's like, because I don't have time for no drama. He was like, I'm cool with it, let's go.
That's exactly what I was saying.
The only reason why I can't do that because it's like, to me it's like, so who is this person to you that they like have so much power in you being somewhere?
It's not about that, but sometimes,
but I know the kind of, they'll ask that like, who is like,
and if you
are you dealing with this person? Why do you care?
But I mean, the same way you would want him to understand you leaving, I would need to understand him wanting the same respect. Like, let's go.
I'm not gonna be outward about it. Like, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I left something at home. Like, you don't gotta know what's going on. Like, I can just know.
I think I would think something's going on if you have to lie to me about it.
I'm not lying to you. I know how to.
You left something at home.
I'm an actress. I know how to create something and make it look real.
But that's a lie, though. If you lie to me, tell me, oh, I just left something at home versus like it's somebody I just don't want to be around.
No, I left it because
why are you lying about it?
I'm not telling you that I'm leaving because someone's in the room. I'm leaving because it's something in the house that might burn my house down. I'm leaving. I'm leaving because of that.
I'll be completely honest. If that was me, like if I was going on a date with a guy and he was like, "Oh, girl, I used to talk to this here. I gotta go," that would hurt my feelings a little bit.
Yeah,
like, or not even my feelings, maybe my ego, because. In my head, because we know men do lie. So in my head, I'm thinking, you're saying you used to talk to her, but really,
and not even just that. Like, am I not a bad bitch enough to where like you would
pop out with me?
Yeah, like over her,
or is she seeing me? What you gonna cost? Like, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just don't want to put people in that situation or feeling like.
No,
I'm being self-pop about me.
Women.
So
I mean, because I feel like sometimes you know that person. So if I feel like we coming here and this nigga's gonna act out, or if he and another girl walking in, this bitch is gonna act out. Let's go. Yeah, because sometimes you never know. Like you and me could be on chill vibes, but she could be crazy.
Act out you want to. I'm pressing charges. So go ahead, act out if you want to.
So has that ever happened to y'all?
What?
Like y'all been out with somebody
and you seen somebody out?
Or they like, or you seen somebody, or they seen somebody? Like, have you been in that situation before?
Oh my god!
All the time, girl.
Okay,
all the time.
I mean, well, like the person who you're with, like somebody they used to talk to. Like, did you know, or did they say something to you?
No, girl.
No, it's never happened.
Would you want to know?
However, I have seen
men been in the room with niggas. I feel like I didn't say nothing.
I mean,
everybody knows how to move. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Listen,
I'm not gonna lie, that did happen.
We don't have. We never happened.
I had to pick a side.
Yeah, and stay there.
Yep.
Sometimes you just have to pick a side. Like it's just like damn. Like
I just won't forget. Like when my life blew up in my face. Like I was at like this hookah spot, and like I remember I told you the body I deleted. They brought themselves back to life, and like oh my god, they invited us to a whole like section with the guy, and like dapped him up. I'm like, what are you doing? Y'all are friends. And like that literally like showed the guy like, why is she coming in the club with this man? Thought like y'all had nothing going on. Why are you here with this person? And girl showed me pepper. Gave everybody water bottles. I told y'all about this. Gave everyone water bottles but me in the section.
I only asked that because I recently
and didn't move for me to sit down. I feel like an outsider. Oh
that
my
was
god,
rude. That was rude.
Right?
I've definitely seen an ex in the same spot, and like I had to walk by him like, get it together. Cause this girl's walked by a couple minutes, and we weren't together at the time, but I still was just like, we're still low key together. So I was like, yeah, don't.
But see, okay, so let me
But
tell
I
you.
didn't make no scene.
See, mine. Okay, this is how
could
mine
never
went
make a
down.
scene.
It's actually crazy because I was on the phone with 2 people in this podcast, and so I was going out, and I'm about to get out the car, and the door opens up to the place I'm supposed to be going into, and I see my ex, and like literally, I screamed. Okay,
It always happens to you. It's like
I scream. So I'm like, huh, yo, what do I do? Like, oh my gosh, like I'm supposed to be going into this place. Like, thankfully he was leaving, but I still have to get out the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was parked like towards the front of the entrance. And so the guy that I'm meeting up with, he like is at the door like, come on, like we're going inside.
Reverse.
And like I'm still acting like I'm putting on lip gloss and stuff. Y'all, this man comes up to my door and he's like,
you making a block
drove off. A girl, go somewhere else.
I'm like, are you coming inside? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. And
Go
he was
ahead,
just
real
like,
quick.
he was looking at me like,
why are you acting like
why are you acting like this? So I just had to like say,
Own it.
oh my gosh, all right. If he sees me, he sees me. But I try to run inside. I didn't think he saw me. Oh my gosh. Fast forward to a couple weeks later, I was out again and I saw my ex. And usually, like, this ex is the type of person where if he sees me, regardless, like, he's going to take care of me. He's going to, he's going to make sure I have a good time.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
He was like, oh, so, the last time you saw me,
You was with another.
you was with your man and you couldn't speak.
Actually,
And I was just like-
I couldn't.
I was like, I didn't see you. He's like, no, you saw me. I said, okay.
Not the
Because why are you
clarification?
lying? I feel
Yeah,
you.
he made sure that
Yeah.
no shots for Nikki that night.
Man, friend.
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to keep my home friend cool. Like, let me have that.
Girl.
Okay, so speaking of cool, so let me ask you, like, in what world do you feel like you and your ex can still be cool?
Every world.
Hell. And I'm not going
Yeah.
there, so.
Yeah, like
No, I'm not
honestly,
talking about like cordial, cool.
like that's my homeboy.
Not even
Never.
like also like he called, I'm picking up just because
Oh, I mean,
Oh, like shoot shit?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I be shooting the
think
shit with my exes. We be
Yeah.
shooting the shit hard.
I do.
That's my home. That's like my y'all. Okay, I won't even forget y'all. This is how I knew he's gonna have to stay a friend. I try to keep on the side like that's gonna be my man. I'm ready to y'all. One of my little main people really hurt my feelings, y'all. I had like when like you're fucking like losing it, no one is answering their phone, and you're like, I know if I call this person, they're gonna pick up, but if I call this person like this
There's
and
no-
we talk about what I'm crying about,
There's no crossing.
we're
it. You're gonna have
not
to be a
ever
friend
coming.
forever.
We're sis.
You have to be a friend forever. Listen, that's why I feel like if I've ever vented
You
you
know,
about a nigga,
and
you are my friend, my
It's so
homeboy.
crazy.
and
Like, I fought not calling him, but I was like, bro, I gotta talk to something. And like it was so bad. Like he was just like, what kind of people are you dealing with?
That's like that
See,
TikTok
like,
audio.
what?
It was never gonna
I've
be
never
you.
seen
It was
it like
never gonna
this.
be you. It's like, damn, bro.
you gotta
like,
be so delusional.
Girl.
No, that really be like an eye-opening
Girl,
moment.
yeah.
Whenever someone,
Yeah.
a man like that you low-key like had a crush on comes to you about
Whoa.
another woman, I'd be like,
Huh? It's like, damn.
so we're really like, I
The
just got
doors
friend
have
zoned.
closed.
Oh, yikes. I don't think that's happened.
My life-
before.
No.
But I definitely, again, if
Yeah.
I vent to you about a guy or a relationship,
like, it was
we're
like-
strictly
it was
homeboys,
like-
friends. I don't care how long ago it was. Me and that nigga done. You're still my homeboy.
And it's so crazy. I try to find my way back in. It's like, you're a friend.
I think
No.
it's possible.
I
I,
know
think,
it's
I think it is.
I think it's possible to turn a guy that you have friend zoned into a potential partner. I do think it's possible.
Girl.
Yeah, I think it depends on like, it definitely depends on what y'all have spoken about, but like, let's just say that y'all just haven't crossed boundaries and like y'all hang out a lot, but you haven't brought up other men to him. Even if you brought up other men, like,
It's the partner turned friend turned back partner.
no, it's just a friend that's
No,
turned to
'cause
a
I'm not
partner.
gonna lie. Men who are listening, don't get the wrong idea. If we're
yeah,
friends,
yeah.
it's not becoming anything else.
If we started off as that, like,
No.
if
Right.
like we start off as close friends, like we're gonna stay close friends.
What if he
Have you
ends up
seen that
being a
tweet
really
where it
good
was like,
partner?
He's a
what if
great
you're-
guy.
What if you have a friend,
As a friend.
and you suddenly realize you have feelings for them? Everyone's like, unrealize them.
No, facts.
Unrealize them because
Facts.
like
Real quick.
No, nine times out of 10, as a guy, we know when our guy friends have questions on us, and we just ignore it.
Ignore
Yeah.
it.
So don't ruin the vibes coming to us talking about you feeling this kind of way. I've lost so many friends that way. And it's just like, bro, I thought we was vibing. I thought we were cool.
No, I thought we were cool.
When did
Right.
these feelings happen?
But- Yeah, like if y'all started off as like that and then became friends and then trying to go back, I don't know. How, you know, it's I don't know. Like,
think it's
I've
possible.
experienced it, but it didn't
But just-
work out.
Again,
Okay.
Because I just felt like as my friend, they already knew so much about me. So like he never pursued me like someone I met off the street.
I
You know
think
what I
he thinks
mean?
I'm dumb.
I feel like he was
Yeah,
just
I'm
too
dumb,
he was just too
bitch.
comfortable. So he wasn't
He
coming
thinks I'm
for me
dumb.
hard enough. So I was kind of just like, you're not doing enough. Like you think
Yeah.
you're doing enough because you know me and we're
right,
cool.
right.
But you're not pursuing like
Like,
you need
that reminds
you
me
need
of
to
we
take
can't
me
work.
out like I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah, it's
It
like
didn't work.
once they become friends, they feel like they don't got a date.
But see,
Yeah.
I have to disagree. Sometimes I feel like because he is your friend, he knows like what's gonna make you happy, and he knows like kind of like what you've been through in the past. So if he's coming at you on a relationship type of thing, then
No.
I feel like he would want to, take it serious and do all the necessary steps.
It's really jokes because as my friend, you should know I'm a savage. So you wouldn't want to talk to me.
No, for real.
Right, like
I've taught you all my tricks.
literally.
Like you should hate me. You shouldn't definitely not want me to be your girlfriend.
So
Right.
again, if y'all see y'all ex out at a function, you gonna speak.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so I just
No.
asked y'all, what
No.
world do you
No.
feel like? You said in hell.
I told you I've never been in a relationship. I don't know
Yeah, I
any
don't
of them.
have any.
But even though you did say in hell, so there's that. Like, in
Yeah,
what
I'm
world
not
can you
going
and your
there.
exes be cool?
No.
I feel like
And
if you
don't
could
even
go up to
expect me
them
to say hello.
at a function and speak to them, then
Don't
like
even
y'all
expect
are,
me to say hello.
Actually, I'm big capping. I'm capping.
Yeah.
I feel like my
Yeah.
exes from like at this point 10 years ago. Y'all cool.
Anyone
cool.
from my adult life,
Not
like
cool.
25
Yeah.
and here,
Yeah.
no. It's
Like the ones that I low-key don't even count as relationships because they're so long ago that I don't even remember what the relationship felt like. At this point, if I see you out, we probably will
Yeah.
strike up a conversation as
But-
like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? How's this? How's that?
anybody.
It'll
from
be like a brief
25
catch-up.
and
But see, I feel
Can't
like
talk
when
to
you
you.
don't speak,
why?
it comes off as beef.
It
No,
is
it is
beef,
beef though.
But why?
It is
But
because
sometimes it is beef.
Don't
it's not
fool
even
with
like
you.
because there's a problem. It's just like we just don't need
We're
to
not
be cool. We don't need to.
Yeah,
we're not
I remember
friends, we're
what
not
you
kicking,
did
we not
to me,
humping,
Yeah.
and I will
I
never
met,
speak to you off of the strength.
I understand
I think
that,
y'all
but
all
like,
talking at the same time, but I felt the energy.
Yeah, there's nothing to catch up on. Like what? I don't want to know how you're doing. I don't care.
But what if it's
Energy,
an
the
ex
mob
that
of
like?
I don't
anger,
care.
fuck these niggas.
I don't care. Like I really don't
What
care.
if it's an ex that y'all like just cordially
It's
separate?
situational. I'm not going. Okay, then and then hi bye because I
I might not even still talk to you, bro. Like leave me
I
alone.
have a majority of my
Damn,
exes have
Lane,
like
for real.
well, not
Like,
majority,
what are
but
you
like
doing?
you know, cordially
Talk to
separate.
me.
Even then, for me, it's hi bye because we don't have anything to talk about. Again, but I feel like it's situational. There's some exes who it's like don't even approach me,
Yeah.
and there's
But no,
some who's
some-
like, all right, what's up?
Some
Keep
of
it
their
moving.
haze like linger.
But
It's
the
like,
best
you
it's gonna
tryna-
get is, all right, what's up? Keep it moving. Like we not going, oh, how are you?
How's
so-and-so?
work?
How's
How
Yeah.
life is.
Hello,
great.
sir. How are
No.
you doing, my good man?
In public, it's gonna be real short.
Yeah.
In
But
public, it may not even be.
But I mainly think just because there are certain relationships that have to end strictly based off of you denying access.
Yeah,
that person
no,
is
for
not getting
sure.
access to you anymore.
Because men
That's how
don't
the
respect
relationship
boundaries.
ended.
I feel
Yeah,
like
very
men
true.
don't
Right,
respect
right,
boundaries
right.
at all.
You don't
Right.
even deserve that cordiality from me. You don't
Nope.
deserve a high. You
Yeah.
don't deserve acknowledgement.
Yeah, at
Like,
all. Honestly,
You cease to exist in my world.
You know what? I think that's a good
Yeah.
point because I think that can kind of be my issue is like, I'm like, you know what? Let me just be nice.
No.
Like, let me be nice to my ex.
No.
But then you're right. Like, they still feel like they have some type of access
And then-
to you. And it's
yeah.
like, no, actually, you don't. Like, you can't call me at 11 p.m.
yeah, no,
no, it's not
facts.
even.
You can't
it's
do
just
that.
Like,
you can't call me at 2 p.m.
You
There's
can't
just-
pour a shot in my mouth. Think everything's gonna be cool. Like, nah, bro.
right?
Don't
like,
pass me the
don't-
hookah. Like,
no.
nah, bro.
It's for me to stop talking to you. You don't need to ice me out either. Like I'm the mad one.
girl.
The next thing you're not getting in the clubs.
Like, have you seen that thing where it's like, when I go no contact, but he not even contact?
They always come back. I don't
like
care what
stop
nobody
it.
They
says.
do. They
They
always.
always
They always
come back. Ladies,
Always.
don't fret.
I'm gonna stand on business.
Always, that ladies, like honestly, like
Stand on
stand on
business.
your 10 because listen,
Standing on business.
they always gonna hit that reverse.
Yeah. And when they come back, you just
Let 'em
stand
go.
up. Don't be weak in the knees.
Yes.
No,
Be
somebody
so-
talking
unless they're a
about
good
how
guy.
long does standing
Honor
on
your
business.
boundaries. Like it's
exist.
okay. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to start being nice. You don't have to now start sitting long. That's just short and simple,
yeah.
or just one word or an emoji.
Because he's screenshotting the messages.
Honestly,
They
Asking his
laughing at
homeboys
you in
what
the
he
group
say.
chat. They laughing at
real
you.
talk.
I used to have a bad. Well, I'm
They
gonna
do.
I'm
Men
gonna shame
laugh at
myself
us.
a little
Yeah.
bit. But
Men
I
be
used,
laughing at us because we be doing some. Never mind.
oh
Yeah, we be begging. It's like y'all. He's gone.
No, I just.
What were you saying, Joy?
I said I was gonna shame myself real quick because I used to be somebody who used to be like, well, why can't he just leave me alone? And my homeboy was like, bro, like. You're a catch. He's always gonna try his fucking shot at you, bro. So stop thinking in your head like, why he keep reaching out? Of course he's gonna reach out. And I was like, damn, you know what? Let me stand on business
Yeah.
because you're right.
Yeah.
You're
You're like,
right.
why wouldn't
Until
you
the
stop
Statue
fucking
of
with me?
Liberty
Because
puts her hand
I wouldn't even
down.
stop fucking with me. I understand it, but it's like something
Yeah.
you really have to like stand on business, respect your boundaries, and really like train people on how, what, and you're gonna tolerate what you're not.
Yeah.
And so yeah, people just gotta learn. But yeah, guys, that wraps up another good episode. Honestly, this was a great conversation. Honestly, I hope y'all learned and took away some stuff from this conversation. Remember, it's a safe space. So under no circumstance should I see in any video or comment you referencing anything. Y'all just have fun, enjoy the banter.
Please.
Follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Petty Party Pod. Send us your motos, mine or the other, right? Okay. Whatever. pettyparty12814@gmail.com. If y'all have any collaborations you want to, work with us in this year or next year, hit us up on the email as well. Y'all interact with us. We are so happy to be back, y'all. Like, it's been so long and we have missed y'all for real, okay? If y'all have any topic recommendations y'all want to talk about, hit us up via DM in the comments or email as well. It's your girl, Amakalette, signing out. Holla.
Bye, y'all. It's your girl, Crystal, a.k.a. Champagne Chris. Till next time.
Bye, guys. It is your girl, Joy Aaliyah.
Bye, y'all. It's your girl, Shelly Shelton. Remember, if anybody says they was in a relationship with me, never met, never spoke,
Never flew.
Period.
And it's just Nick checking out. And remember, I'm single.
I'm screaming.
Wow.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Give me a P. Give me a E.